So it'll be like in court. It'll be like one of those Doctor Who cartoons where sometimes the audio drops out. And we
That's
have
right. And we have to put
up.
animated versions of us.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Because we've lost the footage.
We've lost the plot more like
Yeah.
We lost the plot along.
We never had the plot.
Yeah, we never.
By the way, what is the plot? Can I have a recap?
Nice segue.
I was here 2 weeks ago, at least in spirit.
All right, go Saxon. Yeah, do the recap and I'll fill
fighting in the
in.
church.
Yes, we were.
The
In the
vampire
church.
spawn came in.
We were fighting on the beaches.
Going.
And we were being slowly overwhelmed, but then your new mate was
I was in the other world.
yes,
I was on the other side.
having a very nice dinner.
With the Saint somebody or other.
Saint Sunny Jim.
Saint, what's it?
Although he
Go
claimed,
Jim.
Adril. I knew it started with A. I was about to say Aloysius, and I knew I was wrong.
he claimed he was not in fact a saint, but then
No.
he did something cosmic. And Fergus's Carrick, sorry. Carrick's
That's
body
his
went
last
all glowy and then zapped the vampire spawn to itty bitty bits.
Oh, sorry, Ruben, you missed this, but you would have watched the YouTube episodes, so you.
Oh yeah, many times.
I'm all shiny glowy.
Urban's done a PhD in that video.
Yeah.
My review is in.
Anything you want to add about what you watched then?
No, I'm doing it right now.
I'm a force ghost.
To my review.
You're blue.
No, I wasn't there.
Neither was I. I was on the other side.
All right, so we ended with
Some bits when we reanimate you.
you
No, you can't. My spirit's already left. Well, that allows you to reanimate my corpse because there's my
I
spirit.
didn't have a chance to say goodbye.
Now I'm a meat puppet.
Did you want to?
Of course.
All right, let's I might move that and let's
Replace
move
your.
on.
Just improvise and overcome. Replace your spirit with some scotch.
I'm not sure it works that way. Why is it called spirit? That's an interesting, weird little homonym, isn't it? Spirit and spirit.
Oh, I think there's a connection.
Yeah, I suspect
too
there is
tired.
as well.
I'll just wait for them. Like honestly, I'm not going to interrupt.
Okay.
Okay, right, good.
We're doing HSC English here.
So we finished with the light that's emanating from Carrick's body after his discussion with Adriel about how he wanted to save his friends, and then instantly the zombies and the vampire spawn disintegrated throughout the church, and we had I think that's what we finished with.
Yeah,
We
it
had
was.
Father Lucian say his body saves the church, and but Carrick found out something different than that, which Adriel told him about. Sorry, you probably don't remember that, but anyway.
It's the faith that saves you.
Yeah, it's the faith of the
The
people.
faith of the people that saved, because the people were praying.
Yeah, I've written down.
which he could hear, and Adriel could hear.
Yes, it's the faith of the
Okay,
people.
so literally the dust begins to settle. When
I'm gonna write
from
that down.
so you're up on the altar part of the church, and all of the party is sort of looking around, and you can't believe that everything is suddenly quiet after you were just being completely overrun and amassed. And then, which frightens the crap out of all of you, the back doors of the church just literally explode open. And of course, standing there and walking through into the church, of course, is Rictavio.
Oh, I thought it was going to be someone else.
Who were you expecting?
The other dude.
That's a bit melodramatic, isn't it?
The dude who died, the dude who got killed by the zombies down the river.
Yes, Strahd is dead now. We don't have to kill him.
Well, he's always been dead.
That's the problem.
It's not
Anyway.
dead enough.
Not lying
So,
down, Dad. Walking around my cell,
You're
Dad.
thinking of Arm Guy.
So did you think it was going to be
Strahd?
Isaac Stern?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, I thought it was going to be Strahd.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be Isaac, and I thought he was going to be mighty pissed.
Vampires are like on a complex plane of life. They're fully dead, but tangential to that, they have life.
But fully alive. He starts to walk up the centre aisle of the church. You also realise that he's accompanied by about 4 of the town guards. And he walks up the middle, and he goes, "It's all okay. I've fixed everything."
Ow!
And the guards keep on coming with him. And he looks at all of you and he goes, just to recap, Kitten is back in her cage.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Excellent.
Okay.
I'd
That's
forgotten
fixed.
Kitten.
Yes.
The town, by the way, half of it is fucking on fire. And he throws 2 thumbs backwards. He goes, but these chocolate soldiers are helping to put it out. So I think we'll be okay.
But if you made it a chocolate, they might melt.
That's right.
Yeah, that's probably what he's pointing out.
He goes,
Does chocolate burn?
if
Nah, melt
if
all
you
the
haven't
heavy.
seen already, the Burgermeister and his wife are quite dead. So we have a bit of an issue.
Who's in charge?
We
We'll
could
try
call
and
Isaac.
work that out. Isaac? No,
No?
he's actually quite dead.
Oh. When did
Can you
that
say that
happen?
again?
Is that the guy with the doll collection?
No.
That's
he's
the other guy.
brother to the sister, to the
Oh,
woman
yes.
we're trying to protect.
Brother to the sister
Where
to
did
the
he
woman.
I
die?
saw him being torn apart in the fracas.
Hang on.
Oh, well,
is
that's
this
one
a-
thing to worry about then.
Sorry, sorry.
Or the
Running back.
fracas.
Is Isaac the guy who?
He's brother to Katrina.
Okay, so but
Irina.
Irina.
Irina
Is he the one
Katrina
who,
Belina.
is he the one who's
Irene.
running the guards?
No.
No, that's someone else. Okay, right. Isaac's dead. That's a problem.
She'll
No,
always
that's
be
it. No,
Katrina to me.
sorry, hang on. We're thinking of 2 different people. Isaac is dead, who was running the guards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Running guard.
Isaac. I'm trying to. I'm thinking
Isaac.
Ismark.
Ismark.
Ismark the Lesser.
Ismark the Lesser. No, we haven't located him.
Okay,
yet.
Okay,
he's not
that's
dead.
fine then.
Right.
No,
Oh my god.
I'm thinking like Is.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
was
We're getting
right,
areas
you-
mixed up.
Wrong.
Let it be known.
Totally confused the fuck out of me.
Katrina.
So anyway, so what you're saying is
Isaac.
the town is on fire. Now, can you repeat? Did you say Isaac is dead?
Very much so.
Sorry, repeat that again.
You killed him.
Didn't you send him off
You
on a
killed
mission?
him. You're the one who killed him.
I know. I heard you. I'm just like enjoying hearing it. That's all.
He's quite morbid, isn't he?
It's like Hitler watching the film.
You should-
Oh, I've done it again.
You should hear his songs.
He sings.
He keeps looking at and he goes, oh, and then in another thing, and we've lost Ray from it.
Sorry. You know how everybody likes to combine ukuleles and harps and
Yeah.
guitars
Like everyone
and things
does,
with
yes.
different necks
Yes.
and things.
Oh, right.
Elris is the only one who's combined a bass guitar and bagpipes.
Actually, that's kind of a great idea.
I love it so much.
Have you ever seen William pipes? They're incredibly complex. William pipes, elbow pipes, Irish pipes.
So then what happens?
Yeah, sorry. Get back
Sorry.
to that.
Some water.
Excellent.
While you're all chatting, Rictavia looks around and he goes, is that wine? Don't mind if I do. And you hadn't noticed it, but up on the altar, there is a bottle of wine. It was the bottle that you were sharing with...
Is it Dragon Watson?
I wonder if
Yeah.
it just magically appeared.
So you're like, is that always there? And anyway, he marches straight up to it and he grabs it,
I hope it's not got that spirit in it.
and it's open, and he just takes a massive swig of it. Yes, and he
Yeah,
goes,
if this was an episode of Monkey, he's just drunk you.
and he goes,
Exactly.
this is actually quite tasty and quite a good year. Haven't been able to get hold of this. I can't remember the last time I had
No.
some. Have you tried some?
Yes, it's from the Wizards. Didn't we share a bottle? I believe we did.
Possibly.
It was a long time ago.
Let's not share this one.
Okay,
And
it's
he puts
all
it.
yours.
He puts it inside his clutches. Now, has anybody seen Victor?
I can't say we have.
Didn't Victor run away?
Yeah.
Who's Victor?
He was the little boy who was about to get murdered from.
Yes, I think he
He's
got
one of the
at least
people
more
Wish
who
I
than
could
birds.
say that.
from the burnt from the tree wall.
He was the mayor's son.
We
The
should
witch,
set fire
the
to
boy,
him.
and
See, I remember something.
Witch,
Didn't he get escape? No, he got caught again. He tried to escape.
That's why
over
you
the
got
wall.
hung.
And he got caught. I don't know where he is. I haven't got a clue.
He ran. We let him out of the cage and he ran off. As far as I know, I wasn't there at the time. I was too busy.
Oh,
acting
that's
nonchalant.
right. Yes. He
From
was going to get burnt in the Wicker Man thing.
Theoretically, I'm my own cousin, no brother.
What?
I'm my own twin brother, technically.
About
Sister,
3.
daughter, sister, brother.
This is
daughter,
news.
Sister,
That's
daughter.
how I got in.
Sister, daughter.
Got into what?
The town. Who's on first?
Constance Bay.
It's impossible, and I'm too tired. About 3/4 of the way down the church, where there's a group of people, you see Victor stand up.
Oh, good. He's
Made
alive.
it into the church. In fact, I assumed that he just followed you along since you released him, and he was going to hang with you. So he followed you along. So Rictavia turns around and he goes, "Victor, guess what? You're in charge."
Yeah, he's the man. Yeah.
That's perfect, actually.
Victor starts to come forward. The guards
But isn't he a weirdo?
That's perfect, actually.
The guards stand to some sort of attention as he passes, like as he walks up. This is Victor. I'm sorry to inform you if you haven't already heard, but your parents are quite dead, and by the laws of the town, you have the mansion. God, I hope it's still standing. You have the mansion and the control of the town.
Spinning was a good trick.
Please no.
You see within Victor, like where
How old is
you're
Victor?
Vic's
like
like
7.5.
16, 17.
Okay, right, gotcha.
But intellectually about 4.
Oh.
You see that he kind of like he takes all of this in, and he's sort of thinking about the gravity of the situation. And
planet Jupiter. He's not
as
thinking
you sort
about
of have a discussion amongst yourself, you see that he talks to 2 of the 4 guards that is there, and you see one of the guards does this, it's just, and he leaves, and then he talks to the other guard, and the guard nods at him, and then Victor comes over to talk to you guys. And he said, and you seem to get this idea. There's a little bit more maturity to him now than what you'd experienced before, kind of as he takes all of this in. And he says, "Thank you for your help, and I know that soon you must be on your way.
Yes.
I believe that you, in your travels, wherever you are going, I would actually like to send 2 companions with you that will keep you safe, that know the area. They were the men who escorted me back to the village. They are trained wolf hunters and trackers. They know these woods and areas very well if you're traveling some distance. Normally they're quite expensive to hire, but the town, or myself, we will cover this cost as repayment for your service to the town. Any other supplies that you may need that we are able to provide,
I think we're about to
If-
go on an adventure.
Actually,
if you could give the instructions to one of my guards here, then he will make sure that you have everything you need." He turns to one of his other guards and he says, "Can you get the ridiculous posters that are up in town about the festivals down so we can actually make a decent start here?" So one of the guards actually leaves.
Your Lordship, I do have
Yes.
one favour. We have 2 people travelling with us who actually need sanctuary. Would you be willing to offer it to them? It's Ismark and his sister Irina.
Irina.
This is perfect. She can stay at the church.
Maybe. Unless we need to take her somewhere.
Hang on, don't we need to take Irina to?
Maybe
Somewhere
we need
safe.
to predict her.
This is we were taking her here because this was going to be a sanctuary or something.
It's an option.
So anyway, he says to that he says, "You will always have a place here in Balaki. There will always be some provision for you. I must say, at the moment, in terms of keeping the town safe, with half the town burnt and our defences down, this would not exactly be the safest place around. We will attempt to make it safe again, but I could not guarantee their safety at this time."
Okay, I'll take
take
that
them
as the
with
GM saying no. Okay.
No, insist upon it.
No, I will stab them and they will ensure they stay here.
Also, you should take my corpse to the chapel of Saint Markovia.
Yes,
That might be your biggest mission.
Saint
maybe.
Markovia.
Saint Markovia.
Saint Markovia.
By the village of
He looks at the.
Ah.
I think we need to get the. I
Remember
think we
that
need to get the
bit.
I
corpse.
wrote it down.
Ah,
I think we need to get the corpse going before it starts. You're going,
We can get
manky.
it's easy to get corpse going.
Okay, so hang on. So Victor looks at the party once again and he says, if there is nothing else, I appear to be quite busy.
Excellent.
I will bid you adieu.
Thank you, Victor.
And
you,
he
yes.
learns to leave, and two of the guards turn to leave with him.
We have a necromancer. We can easily get the corpse going.
You don't actually want it going in that.
You don't
way.
need. You don't want to carry me
We
to
don't wanna
the
carry-
chapel
yeah,
of Saint
let's just have
Markovia. I
a
could
walk
walk
into
there.
it.
Like this.
Left, you fool!
Who's the necromancer? Can you actually make himself ambulatory?
Yes.
I don't think this is a good idea, by the
I
way.
don't think it's a good idea either.
Okay.
Yes, I can do it.
Weekend at Ferguson.
I think we should have a vote.
I vote yes.
Actually,
Because I'm evil.
since
Or something.
since we've been told that we can get any supplies that we need, can we get a cart at least?
Yeah, yes, that's a cart. And possibly something to pull it.
Well, we don't have horses, do we? That's the last game.
Well, the goblin stole all the horses, but you got some of them back.
Yes.
Oh God, we're mixing our additions
And
now.
I think it's the last till we get to the next place, Church of what's it? Macovia!
Markovia.
Markovia.
The
Yeah.
Abbey of Saint Marco.
Macovia!
Oh, the abbey. I've written down the chapel.
Okay.
It's an abbey. Is
It's
it?
an abbey.
So what we ask is if we can
With an
borrow a donkey and cart.
A donkey. That is worthy of him.
You would be able to get that.
Okay.
What's the donkey's name?
Fred.
Also remember
That's
that all...
not. That's
I named donkey, you dead person.
That's not milieu appropriate.
You lie in the cart and rot, and I named Fred.
The donkey's Jacob.
Fred
Jacob.
the pony.
Yakub.
Yakov.
Back to you.
Okay, thank you. I should remind you guys, if you haven't thought, that your weapons and stuff are at the inn that you were staying.
Maybe you should get those. And mine. I want my staff.
So, you have your armor, but in terms of like sword, shields, stuff like that.
Oh, my
that's
shillelagh.
all-
Sorry.
That's all back. Yeah.
You
That's
can,
stuff
I
over
can
there.
use it. I can use a bit of chair leg for a shillelagh at a pinch, to be honest.
With the magic shillelagh.
But I also have a shillelagh.
What if
Let's
I
try and let's see if we can get this.
whittling with my whittling knife? It's a mind of its
Father
own.
Lucian, he says to you, when you have the cart ready, bring it back to the church and we can safely load the body into the cart.
Yep.
Otherwise he might escape.
Anoint me with oils and rosemary.
May I make a suggestion to
You know
the
that you had
party?
a spell done over you.
Yeah, but I want oils and rosemary,
Oh,
please.
jeez, okay.
May I make a suggestion to the
Then
party?
put me in the oven. No.
A
I'll come
suggestion.
in with a wheelbarrow from the
Yeah.
garden.
The priest probably thinks it's the body that actually protected the church, not. So we probably want to have somebody keep an eye on the body just to make sure we don't try the good old switcheroony or something.
I thought you said the priest knew what happened.
The
Earlier
priest
on.
thinks that the explosion which did came from the body, so therefore the
Right,
body protects
okay,
the
yeah.
church.
Okay, so I will.
What
I
do you-
will
what do you
stand
wanna say?
on.
You will stand on the body.
I will stand on a guard over my friend.
I'm holy.
I have my war loot. If one of you guys
Anoint me
gets
with
my
holy
stuff,
oil.
I will stand here and I will play a
And then
dirge for my
light it.
friend.
No, thank you.
I will play a dirge for my friend.
Oh, a dirge.
And I shall play this dirge until we leave the village.
We're getting back to the
In
Doom
honour.
soundtrack again.
He died a fool, died a fool. His death was stupid and unnecessary.
He tried to turn into a squirrel, but he couldn't. What a fool.
Squirrel Nation did not happen.
So, as you're about to go, Father Lucian says, "I do worry for my church.
after I understand the necessity of taking Carrick's body. But I do worry for the church after it is gone, and for the people that seek sanctuary within the church. It's their faith.
Well, why don't you all come with us?
It's their faith. It's their
You have
faith.
to serve the community.
Have faith, brother.
And the community.
I try. In these
Father.
times, it is quite difficult to have faith.
Father, may I notice something as I play the dirge? I notice that those vampires were harmed in the church. It wasn't the body of our friend, it was the church. I believe it was the altar that actually made the difference.
How do you figure this?
Oh,
Well, it's the church, right? Holy place, stands to reason. I know him, he weren't no holy person.
Persuasion check.
What do you mean he wasn't a holy person?
I'm bull crapping, okay? Leave me alone. Okay, so
I can stab him again.
I'm a holy
charisma
person.
16.
I
so-
would make you roll at disadvantage, but you know you're talking some reason, and he does have faith in his own church. So
And I'm playing my dirge. Don't worry.
okay. Well, oh, hang on. You can roll at advantage then.
Well, it's a good thing I
Excellent.
roll at advantage.
Oh, that's exactly
17 plus 3 is 20.
I hear what you're saying. I guess the faith of the people do count for something.
Oh, you just wiped out negative karma. You murdered one priest, but you've uplifted another.
He says,
I'm mainly here to prevent him from nicking the body, let's be honest here.
Holy shit! At this point,
Yeah.
at this rate, I'm not going to get to.
Just before we leave,
What's happening now?
I figured you'd go
"Is
these
there a lot more
traps.
cases?"
There's new modelling to suggest that we may get as many as 25,000 cases a day by the end of January.
As what Hazard was reporting.
And Western Australia has just closed their border to New South Wales.
What a surprise.
Come on, we only have to get like 5 cases before they go.
Oh,
Nope.
they freaked the fuck out.
Nope.
yeah.
But
Brian Palmer will sue again.
Queensland could close their border again at any time. Like, I'm just heading north. I'm going to be in casino, and if I can cross the border on Christmas Day, I will. And if I can't, I wait.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it, basically.
Then you have to come back and.
Look, the reality of it is that
just
once we've got a high level of vaccination in the community, the restrictions don't actually help
Do
a
anything.
huge amount.
Yeah.
That's why they're being so big. They're saying we're releasing it even now because they know that the restrictions aren't going to do jack anymore. They're delaying tactics.
Well,
Black Dynamite, I have high vaccination in the community.
It's the game we've always been playing.
it's a
Do you
level of
want-
virus
do
in the
you want-
community.
Do you want the hospitals to be inundated all at once?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the main
And we played a
issue.
good rearguard action, and it's always been a rearguard action.
Yeah.
But to stop the rearguard action now
Madness.
could turn out to be fine, and it could turn out to be the stupidest decision ever.
It
And
really
that
does
makes it the
depend
stupidest decision ever.
on-
It almost looks like we've taken away restrictions due to fatigue rather than
Yes,
the
yes.
science.
Yeah,
It's certainly the
yeah.
case in the premier, and certainly the case for the premier and his cabinet. That's certainly true.
And that can never be a good choice.
No,
What I would say is if we actually start seeing
sorry, I'm
increases,
completely kiboshed.
No,
you
no,
for
it's
a
alright.
minute.
As I said,
if we start
too
seeing,
tired at the moment.
cases increasing, they better do something. But hospitalisations and stuff
Yeah,
increase.
Yeah, but the hospitalisations will lag the
Mhm.
cases by about 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
And so by
And
the
then-
time
by
it
then
gets
we're
to the
screwed.
hospitals, the nurses who are screaming today about these decisions and the doctors who are screaming today will be going, "We told you so,
2
and
weeks
now
ago.
we have to deal with it."
Yeah, exactly.
And the United States just passed 800,000 dead, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're on their way to 1 million. That's what I think.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, well, getting back to the game.
Back to the
Oh,
game.
Saxon's
Before we-
interested. Yes,
Just
go on.
before we depart,
Yep, go on.
Mish will go up to the
Mish.
bar.
Yep. Yep.
And he'll just have a quiet word.
Yep.
Listen, if you really are worried about the body being taken, take the bag of holding. You will need, if you have to, put Carrick's body
Put it in the
inside.
bag.
Oh, I'm going to be put in a bag.
If we set
It's
fire
really,
to him,
but the point is it's only for
No,
the
just
dick,
set
so you
fire
have
to him
to
and
chop
put
him
him
into
up in
bits.
a certain position. But if you really think That's necessary.
Can you do that?
I
Have-
think you can, but let's not hopefully we
Doesn't
don't have to look that
resurrection
up.
spells work on actions?
To which,
You're already
to which I would say, your thoughts are good, but unnecessary because I don't think the
Dude,
priest
you're
is
not
going to
gonna die more.
is going to overpower me for the body.
Tavern,
We could tie
Very
you.
well.
Like,
talk to the
I'm
dude
gonna
behind the
tie you
counter.
up. What they mu-
okay,
they do
whatever
with the
and with
he's
that,
saying
we can
was-
depart.
and we can fit you in the bag of holding.
Oh,
Yep,
you could
okay,
shrink
yeah.
me
I
over
just
the
wanna ask
fire like they
Hello
shrink
there.
everything.
Are you still interested
on a
in the
stick.
Wizards of Wine?
Oh, okay.
Listen,
After
some of
Hang
my
on.
neighbours-
Everybody will listen to this. Okay, so let's just jump a bit. So we'll go from
Playing
the
the war
church.
still.
Pete's headed over to where your stuff is at the tavern, and he's having a conversation with the lady, Danica.
Ah, the lady.
She's the husband doesn't. You can't see him around at the moment. She's behind the counter, and she's just fixing up stuff behind the counter. Yes.
Yes. I just say we're still willing to go if you're interested.
Oh, definitely, most definitely.
After everything that's happened, you'll still.
I think more than before with.
Okay.
There seems to be. I could be wrong, but there seems to be some sort of positive energy about the town. Now, something has changed. Do you feel that?
Occasionally.
Hmm.
I'm not really attuned to that sort of thing.
And from what I've known from tending bar here and owning this establishment for a long time, that when we had wine, it was a happier place.
I've had some of this wine. It's excellent.
It made you happy?
Yes. It made me feel younger than I've felt in a long time.
And she kind of steps back at that
Does
sort
it
of
have
creepy
crack
smile
in it?
that you kind of give when you say that, like you're going to bite her or something. So she should make sure that you notice sort of subconsciously she's measuring the distance between you, the bar, and her.
I'm used to it.
And yeah. And she takes it and she says, thank you, that would be, if it's not too much trouble, that would
Yeah,
be
always a pleasure to serve. I won't take up any more of your time then.
okay.
I'll just go to our rooms, collect our stuff. Oh, we have to pay the bill.
If you bring back the wine, like you said, that was our arrangement. You would bring the wine and we would wipe
Oh.
your bill.
Oh, okay.
Give her a couple of coins.
You're dead, shut up, ghost.
I'm a ghost. I'm whispering in your
Unless
ear.
you're Irina and you've gone with him to the bar.
Oh, you could play Irina.
Yeah, you've got Irina's character.
It would be polite to give some kind of tip.
Oh, let's say she's with you. That'll be lovely.
It would be polite.
The lady insists. I honor. I should. Would 5 crowns be insulting or
More than enough, and for your service and
done?
and for
Insult me some more.
Yes, I probably have paid too much, but now 5 is reasonable. Where's
Just
my
go
money?
for it.
Where's my money? Okay, there we go.
That. All right. So the others. So the two of them are at the tavern. You're still at the church. You're making your way back to the tavern
I'll
to
be
get your
making
stuff.
myself back to collect my material.
Okay.
That has cooled down a little bit, hasn't it?
Thank God, it was so
Yeah, it
warm
was
today.
pretty warm.
All right, so let's just for speed it up. Let's say that you're upstairs, you're gathering all your stuff, and when you leave your rooms, you notice that a couple of things. You notice you notice that Rictavio's stuff is all completely gone, but I think you'd noticed that before. He was still up in the church when you left. You also notice that Danica, who you were talking to, is still down in the bar, but she has 2 men sitting at the bar, 2 largish sort of guys sitting at the bar. They're dressed in furs.
Wolf hunter types.
Well, need to be. She sees you and she signals to you and points to them.
Ah, yes.
So as you come down, they're kind of they're watching you, and then she says to you, may I Ludwig, may I introduce to you Stolzar and Yevgeny.
Stolzar und Yevgeny.
Yevgeny. Those. And
Steve-O and Eugene.
Stolzar looks at you and says, we have been asked by Victor. Apparently Victor will run the town.
Yeah, he's mayor now or
Yeah.
something. Baron, whatever they call him.
And Yevgeny goes, Baron.
Baron.
You might be getting a storm.
Baron's
And,
a good title.
And Stelzak and he goes, he has, let's not discuss paid, but has paid us fairly well to escort you to Kresk.
Yes, we're going to Crest.
Believe that, and then at this point as he's starting to go, believe that there is, and then Yevgeny goes, Kresk. And Stelzak kind of looks at
They're
him
not
and
used
then,
to talking, these guys.
and then looks back and goes, as I was saying, believe there is, how we say, delicate cargo.
Yeah, it's a dead body.
Oh. Okay.
We didn't kill him though.
Oh, ask no questions.
Best kind of
No
help.
questions.
No, that wasn't even
Sorry.
slightly suspicious.
That's not. Look, you do you. Alright, we provide passage and
phone?
security, and we watch.
Are these guys the
They're so much
tracksuit
thicker than they
mafia?
used to be.
We watch
Yeah,
that you
Looks a lot
are
thicker than mine.
no problem.
excellent.
And Yevgeny goes,
Ah,
safe.
Yes, safe.
yeah, exactly.
Safe as houses.
It's like solid brick.
We are ready to vacate
Yeah?
when you would like. We do notice that it's getting like
Dark.
okay. That's good word.
Yeah,
I was gonna say night.
I like dark.
And Yevgeny goes dark.
Or darker.
A dark time for dark.
So are you right in guessing that Evgeny is kind of like a couple of seconds behind the
I love
conversation?
these two, they're wonderful.
This is not their first language. This is like their second or third.
Evgeny's first language is idiot by the looks of this.
No, I don't think so.
And
He'll probably be the intellectual to the two.
and Salza he continues and he goes, well, I said we could vacate but night.
You'd rather wait till morning?
It's look.
I'll have to talk to the
wolves.
rest. Yes.
It's
Vampire.
nighttime. Like we are good.
Ghouls.
We will
witches,
keep you safe.
Nixies.
But
You know, I'm picturing a Russian Sylvester Stallone.
Do you know who I'm imagining? Those two guys from Chernobyl. You know, the ones that were shooting the dogs.
Oh
I haven't
God.
seen it.
Yeah, the Georgian who never
Yeah,
said anything
yeah,
until right at the end.
Yeah.
We keep you safe, but during day we can see
Yeah.
better.
Well, we're in your hands, so we'll leave tomorrow.
We not carry you.
Excellent. We have a wagon.
Yeah.
Although the body will be in the wagon.
In a bag.
In a bag. Contain the smell.
In an odor-proof bag.
You are not charged extra for luggage.
Excellent.
Take whatever.
I'm gonna go get my eyeglasses. I'll be back.
Take the Baron. Let's call him.
Yeah.
The Baron has
Nah, Baron.
provided supplies, and Yevgeny goes food.
Excellent.
Provided supplies for
If you haven't worked out, you're getting a smart one.
for journey.
Yeah.
There'd be plenty.
Enough for you to go back home as well.
I'm thinking
I
the Russian
understand.
Thompson twins.
It's plenty
To
for
be precise.
me. Between you and I, we watch Yevgeny. He like.
Oh, he can have my share. I eat very little.
He does not drink wine.
Okay. So we will
But it has been passed.
we will leave at first light. What is he doing? Okay, he's weird. We will leave
Yes.
at first light,
Excellent.
and we will see you in the morning.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yada.
Yevgeny goes light.
Yeah. Light. Excellent.
Alright.
now.
Can I ask,
So-
David, am I right in thinking this is the Russian Thompson twins from Tintin?
These are your wolf
No,
hunter
they're far more
trackers.
verbal with each other.
These are our friendly neighbourhood helpers.
Game,
Yes.
it's already been indicated
I might make some
that,
tea. We'll just
Irina
pause for a sec.
and
What's that,
Izzet's
sorry?
younger.
Sorry, go on.
It's already been established that it's not necessarily safe for Irina and her brother.
They're
to
coming
stay
with
there,
us.
So they're coming with us.
Yes.
Is it right?
They're coming with us.
And they're. Yes, they are in the inn with us. Yes.
They're back with you now.
They're coming with us, whether they
Sorry,
like
what
it
were
or
you
not.
asking there, Urban?
Sorry?
What was that you were asking, Urban?
I think we now know what happens to developmentally disabled people in the dungeons and dragons.
Oh, right. There's a place for them. Yes.
They become trackers.
I'll have some tea. I'll just quickly run to the bathroom while we got tea bags or.
We have tea bags.
Okay.
You could even have your choice of English breakfast or Irish breakfast.
Perfect.
Although I'm almost down with English breakfast.
I'm just going to find out what the weather is going to do for us.
The storm going over right now.
25 kilometre winds or something.
That storm? Yeah.
Don't get too generous with the milk because I'm running short.
Okay.
Getting
But
towards
it's full cream milk and therefore it goes longer.
Oh,
than
yay.
other
Severe
milks.
thunderstorm warning for Quakers Hill.
Cup. I want the black cup.
I'd like to have at least some
Enjoy
milk
more
for my coffee
floating.
in the morning. That would be nice.
I will take a small amount of milk. And because I'm second,
Because otherwise I'll have to walk down to the bloody
people who
service
come
station
after
and
me
get some milk
will
from
be to
them
blame.
before I can have breakfast.
Now that you're on holiday, you can do whatever you want.
That's true. But I like to have...
Bluski.
It's nice to be able to just get up and have breakfast without having to
Go
organise
for a
myself
walk.
in any way.
This lid is wonky.
Now, at work, of course, we're phasing down as we get to Christmas, but we've also got the start of the mould removal project finally after 4 years.
The mould
So-
removal project
Yes.
makes it sound very important.
Well, we've been waiting for that for 4 years. The insurance money finally came through. We've got all the contractors have come in, so it's very crowded and busy down in the basement, the dungeon as we call it.
Do you
Are
have
they trying to
compactors down
stop
there?
mould, or are
Do
they
you have
trying to
compactors?
remove it? Yeah, it's computer controlled compactors, just like the one at the quarry.
For a minute I thought you were blowing your nose.
Are they trying to remove
I'm
the
like, oh my
Yes.
god, what's he doing?
The mould has been there for several years. Up until now, every time we take a book out, we wipe it down with alcohol
Snot.
swabs.
I'm sorry.
Snot. And but now they're actually taking everything out and cleaning each and every book and each and every.
Oh, maybe I should have made you a cover.
No, it's alright.
With
all right.
Snot.
Now, there's sweetener up there if you want sweetener,
No.
brah.
Not.
No.
No, not
I
even
can't-
sweetener?
I
Not
can't
even sugar-free
see on the
sweetener from
computer.
Sweden?
Thank you.
I'm
Sweet.
having the ultimate light cuppa. I'm having repeated cups of boiling water.
You're so weird.
I am.
So
I
fucking
get
weird.
boiling water. I drink
I
water.
can't
quite
see-
quite
can't
often
see
when
the
I'm
point
sick
of
of
hot
tea
water.
and sick of coffee, I just drink boiling water.
Yeah, you need to peel off the tab.
So you've got only a couple
I've been
of English
coffeeing
breakfasts
all
left.
Yeah, I
day,
know.
so
I'm well aware.
I'll take one of the-
It's
I'll
alright.
attempt to take one of the Irish ones.
I prefer Irish breakfast too.
I don't mind either. Actually.
It's got a nice strong flavour. I like.
I do.
I'll admit
There's
I
a
can't tell the
Yorkshire tea I
difference.
quite like as well.
I can't tell the difference between English breakfast and Irish
God, look
breakfast.
at him fuck up my box.
Try. I'm trying, Dave.
I can tell the difference
it's
between
just
Russian
weird.
caravan and that stuff because Russian caravan is
Yeah,
basically
Russian caravan's a very distinctive one, isn't it?
Yeah,
My
but
dad
It
loves
tastes
it.
like it's like
It's smoked,
You've
smoked
had it.
tea.
Camel-
I love Russian caravan. It's
Camel
great.
poo smoked tea.
You want this in the
Yellow,
recycle?
yellow
Yeah.
thing.
How did you do that?
It's not that hard.
I've really tried to mess up your
If you
box.
try, I'm sure you can do it.
I've been trying to.
Hooray!
I've actually opened the box without my glasses.
What I
feel
really
like
should
I'm
have done
shitty.
after I realised it was I should have tied up the inner one and let it float inside the big
Yeah,
one.
that's right.
So, new people have moved in there because it was empty for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Never barely heard a peep from it. It's wonderful.
While they build their sound system.
Yeah, while they're busy doing that.
Yes. Well, they're building
Because they have
this.
to bolt it into the wall so it doesn't move too much.
Then filling vats with toxic chemicals.
That's right. While they set up the fields of poppies.
The vats.
I was going to say that their sound system is modelled after the Back to the Future, but in fact the Back to the Future woofer is modelled after their sound system.
And there's new people over here too, and because there was a Korean couple who were in there, just over there, and they moved out, and so that was empty for a few weeks, and now there's new people in there.
Nice guy, hell of a gardener though. He's always digging in the backyard.
Who also appear to be Korean or Chinese. I can't tell.
Hang on, your chocolate should be okay now.
And that was mildly inconvenient just because they blocked the driveway with their vehicles for a minute, but then they threw them again. So it's all good.
Got their moving trucks or their cars?
Oh, a combination. It seemed like it was a very,
Yeah.
What should we call it? Low expense moving operation. It involved several cars and
This should
one
be fine.
van.
Let's have a look.
And 325 relatives.
And a good half a dozen relatives all standing around in the driveway.
I will.
And a few
perfect.
expendable younger generation.
Yeah. But that only.
Where's the garbage bin?
Bin's there.
Bobby Bip.
Don't be the one for
Up,
garbage.
Oh, I've got to tell you a story about that. You'll love this.
I have to empty that bin. That's what I'll do it tomorrow.
I'm going to have this shiny, shiny, shiny one.
But they're all shiny, shiny, shiny ones.
But this is extra gold shine.
Have you checked what it is on the identification
One
sheet?
sugar for weeks.
Lemon
Now I'm just
curd.
indulging
Actually,
because
that's-
it's countering the
That's a
alcohol.
good question.
So,
Well, that's one way to open it. Hang on.
Probably got
Oh, it's Turkish Delight. Perfect.
Yeah.
Turkish delight for the little prince.
Yeah, I never liked Turkish delight very much.
I
Especially
love
with chocolate on it. Can't see the point.
I love it. Love it.
Kind of gross.
Love it.
I prefer, if I'm going to eat Turkish delight, I just have it without the chocolate on it.
Love it.
I would.
Violet crumble.
Like the Turks would have eaten it.
Violet crumble is better though.
Yes, I do like honeycomb.
Savour this.
It's got a lot of sugar in
Violet
it.
crumble
Gonna
is
go
crack.
a long way.
Sounds like children are screaming in the driveway.
Excellent. Let them
They're
enjoy
falling from the
themselves.
sky.
Are they? Oh, boy.
It's raining kids. Hallelujah.
Sorry, is that getting big, or is it simply that I've
It
never
might
seen it?
be. It might be.
Or is it simply I've never seen it from this side?
No, I think it's about the same.
I don't own this place. It doesn't bother me as long as the corner of the house doesn't fall off while I'm in it.
That's you.
We've all
Well, the Great Ebbing
We've all
sinkhole.
go. We've all been exposed.
I can tell you I don't have COVID as of this morning.
Apparently Omicron.
No, as of this morning. Well,
Having the booster seems to be effective against Omicron.
Why'd you get another?
The other thing is, as Ray said, we really can't hang our hats on this yet, but it does look like Omicron is a much less
Yeah,
severe variant.
and it's
We can,
probably
we can-
indicative of a general scaling down of the virus. There might be a couple more variants, and each will be less.
That's the way
deadly
it
than
normally
the
goes,
last,
yeah.
Exactly.
We can hope so, but we shouldn't be basing policy on it at this point in
No.
time.
Teabag. No.
Teabag.
No. Yes.
Oh God,
failed teabag after all this time.
I have informed my sisters that I'm going to be having a COVID test on Sunday morning. If it comes up positive, I'll be failing and I will not be coming up for Christmas.
Okay.
And they're cool with that.
And that's just a speculative test. There's no.
Yeah, well, I mean,
particular reason.
I've been having speculative tests since mid-year. You know
you've
this.
been
I
very
hope you
careful.
inform us if you're positive.
No, don't.
Well, I would actually say on that
It's more
score,
fun that way.
isn't that like, kind of obvious,
So,
basic
I just want.
sense?
Yeah.
Just have a
It's
look
me
at
going against type
It's
and
an
actually
Aboriginal.
trying to be a responsible adult.
this. So, this was. I'm going to cut this out, but not that it's anything bad. But this was a present given to me by one of the girls in my class.
That'll get the children wet.
Now, that's disturbing in itself.
They were running around in
The-
the driveway in the rain.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were referring to kids.
No.
No. And one of my Indigenous students did actually give me this tin,
Oh, wow.
which is great because I have what the department refers to as an IEP. That means that under departmental law, I also not only teach her in the subjects that she needs to do, but I make sure I encourage her in her heritage and culture.
Yep.
All right, which I do at every opportunity.
Yeah,
Anything Indigenous that I can do, I can do.
Yeah, yeah.
So she hands me this, and I say, Ava, come and have a look at this. Like, thank you for the gift, but come and have a look. This, and I don't even read the side, okay? I'm a teacher. I go, this particular drawing or artwork here is meeting place. This is the knowledge that is in the middle. These are the seats around which the meeting takes place. This is the
Are you
people.
totally wrong?
No. This is the people. This represents the people. No, this is all right.
Those are butts.
This represents the people
But
that
it'd be
are
more fun if you
around
was gaslighting.
and that they are all acquiring knowledge in one big meeting circle.
I think they're just acquiring.
Okay, wait. In one big meeting circle. And she looks at me and goes, yeah, they're chocolates. I did my part.
You did.
All right?
You did.
I'm saying I did my part.
Well done.
Yeah.
I assumed it was just one of those sugar rolls covered with copious amounts of icing.
But yes, even if you read the story on the side of it, back now, it's that I'd seen that artwork before. And
I think we
read
should
about it.
start having dual town names for like just about everywhere. I mean, there are a lot of Indigenous names already.
Well, they're starting to do it on things like, you know, the TV show The Project. They'll
Yeah,
show
yeah.
Sydney and then Aurora and things
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
They'll have both place names.
Well, there's the place name and there's the clan name. But, yeah, and then the tribe name.
I heard they were trying to remove the names of decent mass murderers.
Yes.
Only the decent conservatives.
So you know that horrendous,
Oh my
that horrendous statue of that Ku Klux Klan founder guy
Oh,
is coming down finally.
the one that looks like
The hideous
that's
one.
the one I want
Which
to
one are we
stay
talking
out.
about?
Dude, that should be kept.
That should be the one they keep. That is
What is
so,
it? Sorry?
It's Bedford Forest.
Thank you, Bedford Forest.
And it,
Nathan Bedford Forest.
it looks like
Oh,
a
yeah.
giant.
He
it
looks like
it's
an
made of-
absolute
Is this one
retard.
that
It
what's
looks
his
like it's
name?
made out of plastic. It's
what's the-
insane.
It is made out of plastic.
Is this
It's
in
made
New
out of
Orleans?
polyurethane.
Really? Oh god.
Is this in New Orleans?
I'm not sure where it is, but it's on private property, so
It's
it's not one of
terrible.
those ones that they could have taken
Absolutely
down.
terrible.
But the guy died,
Oh.
and now they're taking it
Did he
down.
die of COVID?
I fucking hope so.
That would be great.
Come on. There were two absolute geniuses out of the Civil War. One was Abraham Lincoln, and the other one was Nathan Bedford Forrest.
And Hitler was very charismatic and a great
Nathan
opportunity.
Bedford Forrest started, you know this very well, started as a private, and he was the only soldier to achieve like the rank of Major General on both sides by the end of the
Being a
war.
military
both
genius
sides.
doesn't excuse you from being the founding leader of the Ku Klux
Oh,
Klan.
apparently it's already down. It was removed on December 7th this
What a
year.
shame.
It was 25 feet tall and made of pure polyurethane.
And
They should have set it on fire. It would have
That's,
melted.
can I say every part of that is tasteless?
Oh, you have to see the picture
Oh,
of it.
oh, it's insane.
You have to see the picture
That's
of it.
why I
And-
think they should have kept
and
it.
the reason why I quote that is because that is from Shelby Foot, the road.
Well,
to Sydney.
Shelby
So
was-
he actually phoned like the family of Bedford Forrest, and they were having a conversation like when he was writing the books and stuff like that. And he said that he actually had said to the family, "I believe that there were two geniuses, and so were Abraham Lincoln
Oh, yeah, I
and
remember
your
this in
your
the series.
great grandfather or whatever." And he said, and then there was this long pause, and then the daughter went, "Well, our family's never much cared for Abraham Lincoln." He said even after all this time, they couldn't stand the fact that the two would be paired together.
Jono, here's the
Was this the
statue.
person that Forrest
Unfortunately, I
Gump was
haven't got a
named
good
after?
close up of his face, but he looks like an absolute spaz.
His face is insane.
That's awesome.
That is a
It's
plastic statue of Nathan Bedford Forrest. He's in silver and the horse in gold.
Pete would have a better miniature
It is
than that.
ugly as fuck.
I would say they were cheap Chinese knockoffs from the 1950s
Yes.
of cavalrymen that looked better than
That you could say
It
I
looks
just
that
got
would
a phone call
not
from
be
piece.
would not be Nathan Bedford Forrest, but would actually look more like Nathan Bedford
It's
Forrest.
in Nashville.
The
It's in
proportions
Nashville.
are just out and everything. It's weird.
He should be put in a special park alongside the big pineapple.
Look, if I was Nathan
The
Bedford
big
Forrest, and
racist.
I'm not, I'd actually want that taken down. I don't think that immortalises anything about
Absolutely
me.
hideous.
Hello.
Can you get a close up
That's
of the
just-
head? Because that's
No, who
I-
wants
I-
to see that?
Well,
It's
that,
the best.
God, I
It's
hope
not on
they're
the
not
Wikipedia
selling
article.
souvenirs of it where you
Oh,
get replicas.
I would
You
so,
want one.
I would so
You're
buy
just
one.
worrying
I
me,
really would. I'd keep it forever. It'd be a great
Yes,
conversation.
yes.
What the hell is this? This is a retarded statue. of a very retarded man.
It's such an embarrassment on every
I love you,
level.
bye.
Aesthetic and the other reason.
I'm so glad he's dead.
I've
The
got
guy
to
that
say
put
that
the
it
Oh
was,
yeah. I've no.
So
sympathy.
Mrs. Gump named Forrest after his KKK wizard to remind him that sometimes we all do things that just don't make no sense.
Oh, okay, really? I did not know that.
That was from the movie.
Did not
Don't make no sense. Stupid is as stupid does. Okay. That's a
Yeah.
nice close up of his manic face.
It's like what? Who would do
It's
that and
almost-
approve?
It almost looks like the head's on backwards. By the way,
If you're going to put up a statue commemorating the founder of the KKK, that's appropriate. We should have the equivalent. And here's Hitler. And here's Stalin.
I thought that was Mussolini.
Mussolini's like,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah,
Mussolini
he-
could
he
just
does
do
it.
true to life.
yeah, he does his own.
he does his
shit.
own spazzy face.
God, isn't it? That's the worst. How could anyone?
Well, Trump did the same thing.
I know, it's
Same face?
pathetic. Pretty much.
Pretty much, but
Oh my
most,
God,
most of the
that's
time he was doing this.
sorry, I'm just loving the fact that I typed Bedford Forrest statue into Google and want to get his
Yeah.
ugly Nathan Bedford Forrest statue.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's infamous for how terrible it is.
Yeah. All right. Should we get back into
Yes.
Yes, please.
Only if we have.
Are we leaving?
I was going to say, unless there is anything, do you just wish it to be morning, or do you wish to do something later that evening because the wolf trackers, hunters, whatever, have left? Unless you stop them or want to say something else to them, they're leaving. You're still downstairs in the tavern. Do you want to do anything before you retire?
I have no.
It may not be a
desire.
bad idea for somebody to ask the lady who's running.
You're not there. But
I know this is just a suggestion.
Okay, just
Just the
never
animals
stopped him before.
suggest this. Does somebody ask the lady who runs the tavern
What
if
she
these
thinks
two
of those
guys
two
are actually
guys? Yeah.
on the level?
Hello, my lady. Just
Yes.
one more question before I retire.
Mm.
The two hunter gentlemen.
yes.
Are they reliable?
Frequent visitors to our village, and I believe very good at what they do.
Ah.
You,
Yeah,
I would dare say you would not find better guides in Viking.
Well, on that recommendation, I bid you good night.
Eophobine invites the trackers for a drink, which means no talking, just drinking.
Oh, did somebody say drink? We not have too much. Wish to be alert in the morning.
In the
in case
morning.
Yes.
Problems.
They're off to do their thing.
We are
We-
professionals.
I'm locking myself in my cupboard.
I will not be partaking in much drink. Yevgeny, and Yevgeny goes, drink.
Drink!
Drink!
Kills!
Drink!
So Eugenie is the boss.
Small children!
So they sit down with you at a table, and
we drink.
Yep, and you're surprised, particularly at Yevgeny, at how much you can put away and still kind of keep it.
No, he's not surprised.
And his conversation does not drop 1 inch.
Drink.
Drink!
More drink.
Oh, that's
Sounds like the guy from Father Ted. Drink!
Yes, well, that's what I was going for. Father
Morning yet? Or is this going to
Look,
play
no,
into?
no, no.
Is it going to become something for?
Unless you want to
Yeah, that's
engage in
basically
any
it.
conversation. Okay, alright. So,
Bonding
nice.
session. No talk.
In the morning, you find the hunters haven't appeared yet.
You'll be the
So
parent
you
that
can
fails
either
to
wait
save
for them or you can head off to the church. At what point did you get back, Jono, or did you stay in the church that evening?
Have you got the mule yet?
I stayed in the church that evening.
You stayed up all night?
I stayed up all night.
Is the priest still alive?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So, with the
Just
exception
checking.
of Jono, you've all had
Jono, you're going to be in a terrible state.
a
I'm
long
going to ride in the cart.
You've all had a long rest, so any hit points that you've lost, you'll regain.
Okay.
Is that true for me as well?
My,
I
my,
think you're a
my,
special case.
You're in a very long rest at the moment.
my hit points are so confusing. I'm just going to rub all this out and say I'm beginning from scratch again.
I'm going to.
You have regained to your maximum hit points.
I'm going to
which is
regain my
currently
maximum
-1.
hit points on the grounds that when everybody else is walking, I am going to be
just
asleep
backed
on the
him.
cart.
Oh, how lovely is
You can use him as a pillow.
That's what. I know, it's quite nice actually. I'm glad you've got this open. It's beautiful. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually feeling a bit cool. So yeah, so spells back, hit points back. You've got your weapons.
Yes.
You
So I've
now
got
have,
an eraser. Mine is dead.
Yes.
Jono, you stay at your current hit points and whatever spells you used in the encounter before you've used.
Oh, I've had a short rest.
Unless
Seems like a
Awesome.
bad
I get
idea,
everything
doesn't
back.
yeah, you've had a long rest.
It really
Yes.
sucks when you erase the record of your original hit
My
points.
existence.
I must prepare my two spells.
Oh, everybody's here. We're not keeping anybody else's sheet, are we? Okay,
My
so
2
that's
dozen
good.
cantrips.
And
What
my
else?
radiation spells that are on all the time.
Do you wish to
They're called
wait
enhancements.
for the hunters? Do you wish to
Or
travel to the
enchantments.
church? What are you doing now?
Well, do they know that we're picking up the body specifically from the church?
Maybe we'll have to sign an order for it.
Have you done a purchase order?
Yeah, they know. They know what's happening. They're being told.
Where's your purchase request?
From
Congratulations, you're now the owner of
from
your dead
around the corner from the Avon, from the Tappan. Sorry, let me speak.
priest. Happened?
I told you I was tired. Darvian appears, who's the owner, the man.
Who's Darby?
So, hang on, no, not Darvian. I've
Is
got
he
his
the
name
tavern
wrong.
owner or
No, hang on, let me find his name. Owen, sorry, wrong character.
Aaron Rommel?
Owen. The husband. Of,
Ah, right, okay.
So he appears around the corner.
Ah, Erwin!
And he says, "Good morning.
Good morning.
I hear that you are still interested in acquiring the wine for us that has been severely depleted.
Of course, anything to help the town.
You are too kind, a gentleman and a scholar.
I'm trying.
I hear that we are furnishing you with whatever you need for your journey. Because your cart is ready, you have some supplies in there. You have some wine for the journey, not a lot, as you can understand.
thank
We
you.
are depleted.
Yes, of course.
But we know you may wish to travel with some.
How else are you going to have rashes and diarrhea in the middle of the night? That's called
Serendipity?
no.
If you'd like
The
to
opposite of serendipity?
follow me this way, and you can pick up your cart. I hear your traveling companions, the hunters, they await you at the church.
Excellent. Okay.
Someone come with me to help me carry this?
Yep.
Thank you.
Carry what? What are you carrying?
I thought we would pick up. Where are we going?
Around the corner from the inn to collect your donkey and your cart that you
Oh,
with
we're
your
collecting.
supplies.
Oh, well, yeah, come
They
with
don't
me
keep it.
anyway. So
Carry the donkey.
It's strange. We do not keep the donkey inside the cabin.
I should carry the
Sweet.
donkey.
Carry the donkey.
And he can carry the
So the donkey carries the cart, you carry the donkey.
Oh, so then I'm carrying even less weight because the donkey's
Yeah.
moving the heavy
You
stuff.
make your way to the church.
Offsets
Yes.
it.
Thank you. Thanks, Saxon. You arrive at the church. Father Lucian is there. The body of Carrick is there.
John has
you're-
murdered
you're,
him in the night.
Apparently not.
I've managed to stay awake all night watching this damn body.
Excellent, you've guarded the dead. He has failed to escape. Ah, you thought you could escape his dead body, but you have failed.
My spirit has fled to the other side. Maybe you can coax it back into me again.
We will put him in the cart, but with this cart.
With what?
With the car.
In the car.
Put him in the car. Let's get him in the car.
As you pull up to the
Look
car,
at you. You have to repeat it till we understand.
I'll never do that ever again.
What?
The what?
There's rolling your
The
eyes.
car.
There's rolling your eyes and then there's gargling your eyes.
We have to put him in the.
Oh dear, that's funny.
so Father Lucian checks over Carrick's body, makes sure that the coins are still in place.
He's still dead, Father.
And
You've done well.
And bandages them up.
My coin's still on my eyes, so it's
Yeah,
really
he's
important.
been
Yeah, the
bandaged so they
coins.
can't fall out.
Excellent.
Then you'll be blind or sighted or something.
I'll be
What's
If you look
impressive
something
about the
like-
hunters is that they absolutely look like they haven't had a night's drinking, except when they think nobody's looking, they kind of wobble a bit.
Only one of them was there.
You do notice with Yevgeny, he's a bit.
But that's probably normal.
He doesn't
anyway.
speak anyway, does he?
He might be spotting a
Yevgeny.
slight hangover.
Yevgeny, he'll be better tomorrow.
Yeah, but I
Maybe
may.
we should put him in the car. That's what
In the car.
Oh, please stop now.
He might have to take some disadvantage rolls while he sobers up. Who knows? He'll be. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Let's hope they're not. There's no RBT station.
Well, yeah. Who's gonna ride the donkey? Or are you just gonna?
So we're
leave
not
it?
putting food
You're
in the
saying
bag.
they're not legally able to
Alright.
walk.
So
Yeah.
I cannot ride the donkey.
Well, somebody's got to drive this damn cart.
You just pull the donkey along. It's a donkey.
Oh, for God's sake.
Haven't you done donkey before? You grab the donkey by the
you
harness
for
and
real,
you
bro?
walk forward and the donkey follows with you.
Wasn't what I was.
That
Wasn't what I
does
was reacting
raise
to.
the important question, how big is the cart? Is it something where somebody has to sit in it to drive it behind the donkey as they pull it along? Or is it a small...
it's a small cart.
Right.
Yeah, it's a small cart that we can adequately take Carrick's body, and you could possibly fit somebody else next to it. It'd be if they wish to.
that's fine.
They're into that necrophilic thing where they could
I
sleep
thought,
next
I
to the
thought
body.
Yarrick
as
or
they
whatever
could.
his name was in the cart with him.
I thought we were putting him in the bag.
No. That was in case something happened and our bard had to emergency rescue the body. But that did not happen, so he's not in the bag. In fact, I'll take the bag back. I'll
So,
leave the
as
donkey alone.
you're taking and like you prepare Carrick's body to take it out of the church. In through the church comes Van Richten.
Excellent.
And Van Richten walks in, marches up to you, and he goes, "I need to inspect the body before you leave."
Another one. Okay.
And he just looks it over. And then he says, "Who performed this ritual?"
Father Lucian.
Looks at Father Lucian and he goes, "Amateur." And he reaches into his pocket and it looks like he takes some sort of dust and he starts sprinkling over. He says, "This will definitely keep him quite safe. Make sure the coins stay in place."
May I ask what the dust is?
It is a spell of protection.
Ah.
Dustomancy.
The one that Lucian had performed, even though he meant the best, didn't quite take.
It's actually vampire.
She'll be
milk.
quite safe now.
Do we have any way of testing what
Oh,
he's
hang
saying
on.
when he's not doing anything dicey?
Arcana check.
Who can do an arcana check?
Arcana check. Yeah, probably the necromancer.
Yeah, the necromancer would know a thing or two about preparing bodies.
Yes, I'm watching the whole thing with a certain professional
You
interest.
can pull your brain out by
I've
your
got a plus
nose.
2 on Arcana.
Where's the onions?
Okay. What is the
Anyone who has any proficiency in Arcana can make a roll. because you've just what he's not hiding what he's doing.
I'm not actually
I have
sure what the
zero.
point of this is,
One
but I'm
thing the
going to roll
ancient
because I
Egyptians
can.
were not short
Yeah.
of was onions.
Yeah.
3.
So you get
I
three,
get 5.
I've seen that.
5, Ray. You look
What?
really impressed with what's happening.
I've got a 17.
Sorry, that just made me laugh. And I was drinking hot water at the time.
Ray,
so-
you're like freaking magic. Look at that. It's
But
awesome.
that could just be the last night's drink talking.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, possibly.
He's
Let's put
just
it
like,
down
wow.
to that. Wow.
Wow.
Magic shit. And hopefully you step up and go, I can do magic shit. You know, let me do something.
He's so impressed he
So
says it.
everybody stand back. Let me do shit. Now he's protected. No one's going to come near him now. Sorry, go. What'd you get?
I only got 17.
Oh, so much
No,
better.
17. Gentle repose. So he's
I
he
feel
has
like a
cast
kebab.
a sort of protection.
Just be Irina from now.
Yeah.
Katrina. Irina.
Irina.
I got it right the first time.
Irina.
What was that, sorry?
Raymond?
That's right. It's wrong. That's wrong. It's wrong. You doubt yourself.
Probably shouldn't.
Hmm.
I've probably had enough.
Yeah. No, not white wine.
Judy.
It never bothers me mixing my beer.
No,
Dave, did you
no,
want
listen.
I want the precious.
Sorry. Not right now. But if you leave it in my fridge, I'll drink it later.
So
Even better.
No, take it home if you want to. It's yours.
I also
I'm moving it here.
intend to be
So I
on
can
my
have it
way.
instead of milk tomorrow.
Bye bye.
I'm
if-
on holidays.
I'm traveling
Guys.
with drunken fools.
The DM is really struggling right now. Let
I know,
go.
right?
How do you get to Queensland without knowing it?
Van Richten is leaving.
If you travel further, so you're going to Kresk. If you travel further down the Old Slavich Road, there is a tower that I occupy. If you should need me, I will be there.
A tower.
Thank you, sir. We
Oh, I
keep that
see.
in mind.
A
Thank
bit
you for your
further
help.
on than Kretsch. Is that what he's Kresk? Is that what he's saying? It's not on the way. It's a bit further on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you told them about Van Richten and Rictavio, Irina?
What do I know about that?
But they are in fact the same person, cunningly disguised.
By a ring.
I knew he.
And Irina knows this because.
She saw him change. The rest of us didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Well, she's obviously not going to
I
do
thought
it
you said you
while Van Richten is in the room. Or Rictavio for that matter. She's not going to say anything.
Okay.
Because that's, I don't know.
It's private.
I just decided he's got an assumed identity. He clearly wants to keep that private. I'm not going to expose him in front of everyone.
Okay.
I'll just tell everyone when he's not there.
Yep. Just wondering what you've done.
It's not
Okay.
the same thing.
Shut up. I don't know. For some reason, I want to do it that way.
Good luck in your journey. I'm sure our paths will cross again. We must rid this land of the devil and his spawn. Good luck with your friend.
Thank you, sir.
He walks out. Alright, you carrying...
Don't
I
worry,
really
you're in
don't
good
know.
hands.
Irina will tell them now.
Okay. So now
There is something you should know about Rictavio and Van Richten.
But
They are one and the same.
that is impossible.
I doubted it too, but I saw him change from one to the other. Somehow. Did he put on a flesh mask? What happened?
No, he has a ring of disguise.
Oh, that's right.
I love that just for a sec with him going, that's impossible, where he watches his friend change into a fucking squirrel. Like, but two men being like the same person is weird. But a bloke who can become a squirrel or some other
We're
small
used to
animal
that,
is
yeah.
fine.
He has a magical ring. He can change from one to the other. I thought it impolite to expose him in front of everyone, but I'm just discreetly telling you.
That doesn't mean they're one and the same. That just means he was disguised as Rotavo at some point.
Is this supposed to be logical? Is that what it's supposed to be?
I'm too tired for his ridiculousness and just slap him gently on the side of the head.
I don't know which one is the real him, but he pretends to be the other one.
While the two of you are having this discussion, the other party members have in fact loaded Carrick's body
Yeah.
onto the wagon and look set to go.
I don't feel that he means ill by it, but for some reason he has an alter ego.
I'm sorry to interrupt such wonderful discussion. We leave.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
About
we leave.
half a day, we take our time. We look carefully.
Yes.
Because no rush, or like we covered
Galaxy
our
Quest.
we cover our tracks. We
Told you.
we make
How you
sure
know.
that we are safe.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
So,
Safe.
Yes.
Safe is good.
Gut, ja.
That
Das ist gut.
That is good.
I thought we.
Eugenie, you lead up the front. I will be
Lead
back.
down the back.
okay.
And you do you.
Yes.
I'm going to go.
So
Ralph Bieski's the Hobbit.
I'll take the reins of the donkey and
Yeah.
use the classic Simpson line, G up animal, and
Right.
let him off.
Okay.
Don't question it.
I
Except
just don't even want an animal handling roll. I think the donkey will just go. Let's
Okay.
do that because it's just too funny if you can't pull a freaking donkey.
The donkey just gives that kind of skip.
Here we
Gee
go
up,
again.
animal.
And drawing. Yep.
We do
So-
enough. Sorry.
So
Go,
you can
go.
see you've got supplies. You've got like, a small section of wine.
Yeah, very
you've
tight.
You've got a dead body, and you've got carrot. See, Jono got the joke.
My spirit is floating behind you.
Yeah, exactly. That's
you'll
it.
hear mosquitoes.
That's your dead body. I don't know if you'll quite get along. No, probably. Yeah, I'll see what mood I'm in. You know, David always thinks I'm against you, so I probably won't allow it. All right.
Stop doing that.
Let's
Oh my
hope it
god,
doesn't.
even pretend is bad.
There's a reason I have a
Yeah.
CPAP machine.
Does your bard as well? Can we get one for it? I'll allow it.
Well, just put a paper bag over his head and hold it till the noise stops.
Till the noise stops.
Well, that's the good thing about the
Then we'll have
the bass
two people.
bagpipes. It also works as an acme machine. It's a manual one. You have to keep doing this during the
I
night.
gotta say, so the guy in the hospital bed by me, you know, back in March when I was in hospital, he had an apnea machine. They make amazing noises in the middle of the night, and they're not bad noises, but there's always pipes and valves going off and stuff. It's,
It must be a pretty elderly one because mine is as silent
I
as.
could paper bag them all one at a time, but
To the
when
point
we get
where-
there, we could raise them as my personal.
In the middle of the
servants.
night, it's actually quite well, not so much anymore. But when you first got it, in the middle of the night, it's quite common for you to pull it off your face.
yeah, because you just do that. Yeah.
And so when I first got it,
Your face.
I made so much noise when I pulled it off that my wife would actually grab me and
Stick it back
back
on
on
again.
again.
So you're travelling for a few hours.
Gaffer tape it to your head.
It's,
And a few hours later,
It's as the old Slavic road meanders on.
old Slavic road.
The old Slavic
Solzar.
Road
Full of
Solzar
Slavs. Is it paved with Slavs?
to the place.
I hope not.
Where I get purged
Purge me now!
in Siberia.
Siberia.
Where we
Mountain
go?
motherland.
We'll get purged.
Take me home to the gulag.
Road.
Chop the wood
Oh, jeez.
in the snow.
Till the land!
There are times where the trees overgrow the road and it actually gets quite dark and the mist on the ground and everything, and it's quite a depressing feel.
That's
But
right,
then
everything-
eventually,
It's the Slavic road after all.
yeah, exactly. What do you expect?
I
But
don't
then
know, I keep
eventually,
picturing vast plains
um,
of greyness for some reason.
No, Slav, it's all
Solzar
forest,
says, "This is Evgeny. We should maybe just pause, have some food, then continue later. We've been traveling a few hours. We'll rest the animal and
And the
Yeah.
dwarf.
Yeah.
and of course Evgeny goes, we'll rest.
Yes.
And they, reach into their coat pockets and they start taking something out of there.
What are they taking out of their pockets?
It's just some bread. And
Oh, okay.
Magic mushrooms.
they have their own food.
Snuff.
This is when purple penguins go past.
What are they taking out of their pots?
I don't know, you said they take something out of there. It sounds anonymous.
Oh, jeez.
They take something out of their pockets.
It's a salami. It's a salami sandwich
What? Salami sandwich?
with lettuce.
Garlic!
You what do you do? They're sitting down to eat.
I'm just going to look around. What do I see?
You don't need to eat?
Is that a trick question?
I don't know. Does he need to eat?
Eventually, you will. Rather
I'll have some nitbits.
All right. So you get into the cart and you start searching. You find that there's a selection of breads and meats, but you also find
What about cheese?
Yeah, okay. There's some cheese as well,
Excellent.
but you also find sort of not so much hidden in there, but you know, in one of the one of the sections that have been round up, a vial of, and there's a bright red potion in it.
In the bread?
No, in a vial.
Amongst the stuff.
Just
in
amongst
the cart.
the stuff.
Amongst the stuff that's been put in there.
Oh my god, we're attracting Christmas beetles. I'm just saying. They're all on the other side.
Yeah,
of the
because
grill.
They're all after us because of the light.
There's not that many of them.
Because of the
Oh, there's
light.
more.
Their
There's more than you
intelligence
can
level is not
see.
massive.
You've
There's no label on this
no.
thing?
Does
It's like
anybody
a
know what this
rudimentary
is?
sort of flask.
Who packed this food? Was it the people, the tavern people?
You're not sure. In fact, it was just provided for you.
I will hold this up and say, hey, does anybody know what this is?
I can make an arcana check.
Okay, do it.
Okay, I roll a 6 plus 6 proficiency bonus, total of 12.
12.
Potion of ant control.
With a 12, well, Saxon, you would have seen this before. It's in fact a potion of healing.
Okay.
Oh.
Not pixie liquor though.
Pixie liquor could be a potion of healing.
Pixie liquor is a potion of healing.
I shall inform
Is it
Count
made from
Fresno
pixie
of
juice?
this
No,
fact.
it's made from flowers.
Freshly pressed pixies.
Oh, cool.
Don't you remember in my adventure? In my
Let me see.
no, it's gone now. You saw nothing.
Oh, no.
Why is there only 2 dice in it? Because you couldn't fit
They're
more.
all D4s.
Each one of these
Oh, it's
is
D4.
a healing copy
No, the whole thing needs to be consumed.
at once. Oh.
Oh, very nice.
So basically, when you want to use it, you uncork it, roll the dice, add 1 to it, and that's your healing.
Oh, wow.
That's a very neat way of doing it. Well done.
That's so cool.
What a lovely
I can't take credit for that. It's a Matt Mercer invention, apparently.
So you could get
Right,
up to
read about
13 hit points if you were really lucky.
But yeah, you can't. It's not a thing where you can sip and whatever. You must consume the whole thing.
13 hit points? What?
So you have
Is
to.
your maths failing you?
There's
It's plus 1.
two.
It's
Oh,
that
that's
plus
right.
1. Yeah, otherwise my maths would totally be failing. Now I have to work out the probability. It's basically 1 in 4 to the power of 4.
Correct.
Whatever that is. Well, 1 over 4 to the power
Each one of these is 2.5 points.
Yeah.
plus 1. No,
Yes.
that's not the probability. What?
That would be the average.
Yeah, that'd be the model average.
Average is all I care about.
Yeah. So supposedly in
1 and
in,
256.
in critical hit, he hands out if there's different
let him get
potions. He
points.
has different coloured D4s, and he hands them out in little glass vials with stoppers in. So the party know if they have a potion of healing or whether they've used it. So it's not like rub it out. It's like if you have it in your possession and you have it, and then when you use it, you just give it back to me. It's gone. Like, you don't. Yeah. And the other thing is, now
Does
that
the
you've got
player
that,
actually
you've
have
found.
to swallow 4 four-sided dice?
God, I'd love
And then
that.
you poop
and
them
then
out
when
later
you
to
shit them out, you'll
find out
see
what
which
you
way they're
got.
up. Yeah, can we do that?
Excuse me, I've got
Yeah.
a hemorrhoid problem at the moment. I don't like the tone of this conversation.
Poop the dice! Dice
Yeah.
pooping!
I
Do
was
it on
about
this
to say,
plastic
it's not
bag.
quite as bad as
Have to see
swallowing
where they
ground
fall.
glass, but then Ray had to top me.
Is that one cocked? I don't want to know.
Oh god.
Oh
I
my
start these things, but I don't like where it goes after that. Oh, there's more of them.
So I do remember that I think it's on your character sheet you have a potion of healing.
Quite possibly.
The potion of healing is normally just D6 plus 1, isn't it? Or is it 2
No.
D6?
This is a especially good one.
Hold on a second.
So
Maybe the rules
how many
have
do you have in that
changed.
one? How many is in that one?
4 4-sided dice.
Is it? Okay. I'll give you 4 on this one.
Oh, he's got different levels of potency.
Yeah. But I'll give you 4 on this one because I'm pretty sure on your character sheet I read you had one, so you already have one.
Yeah, I
And
have
you
a
just-
potion of healing 2d4 plus 2.
Hang on.
2d4 plus 2. Okay,
Where
I'll
would
go
it
back.
be written?
Oh,
Did you
okay.
print this
No,
out?
maybe
or
it's
write it
right. I
in?
know on a character sheet there was a potion of healing.
I've got one written down on my
Sorry.
character sheet.
I
Do we all
Pretty-
have one?
No, I don't.
I strongly
know whether you all
suspect
have
My
one.
character has. Oh, look, it's fallen out of that one in the bloody wagon. Fell out of my pocket. Clearly.
Oh, it's his. Fight back for it, Dave. Fight. No, it couldn't have fallen out of the pocket. It's
Why have we rifled these
Someone
bodies?
smashed
good
it in
one.
there.
Anyway, let's.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you had one as a party, so now you've got
Yeah.
2.
Well,
Let's
I-
keep it
I-
at that.
I'm
I'm going
That's
to
what
say
you got.
I don't.
Dave, for what it's worth,
Yeah.
I actually made 4 before the start of the campaign. I
Oh.
used that one, so I've still got 3 floating around.
Okay. No, I don't have that many dice. I don't think.
That's okay.
All right. So let's go on.
Which reminds me, when we
You've
get
had
free
your,
time, I'll have to make more.
you've had your food, and you continue on, and then eventually the road branches north and climbs a rocky escarpment, ending at a gatehouse built into a 20-foot-high wall of stone,
What the hell?
reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so.
A castle has snuck up on us.
The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall you see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. The sombre toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that lead up from the walled settlement to the abbey.
Let us ignore the walled settlement and go straight to the abbey.
Can you do that without entering the walled settlement?
Can we do that without entering the walled settlement?
Can't see from this distance.
We can't see from this distance.
Well, you better go up to the wall then, eh?
Well, we better go up to the wall then, eh?
I hope this continues, where I'm freaking deaf and can't hear that. It's like a scene out of Galaxy Quest, where you Sigourney Weaver now, you have one job. You have one job, damn it, and I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
Dear.
Okay, we go up to the gate.
She
Hello!
The air grows colder as you approach the walled settlement. 2 square towers
Doesn't
with
sound
peaked
inviting.
roofs flank a stone archway into which is set a pair of 12-foot-tall iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the doors is the name Kresk. There we go. We knew that was coming.
I've got to say, it's
What
a very
beautiful
elaborate
place.
fortifications for a village, but that's probably why it's still here.
They're keeping the werebears out.
The
I'm
walls
gonna
that
have a chocolat.
The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet, you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. They watch you nervously.
Hello up there, people with fur hats and spears! We who without wish to be within!
we come for the abbey.
I made you 2 chocolates, nobody saw me.
We come for the abbey, yes.
We come bringing
Gifts!
A dead person.
and then clinging
By tomorrow,
life.
I'll be 5 kilos heavier.
tenuously.
What you
mostly
also,
dead.
I mean, you see these guards, and what you also notice that what's cut into the upper floor of each of the tower is an arrow slit, 6 inches wide,
And let me
I'm
guess,
getting a bad
inside-
feeling about this
inside
place.
each of these arrow slits is an arrow pointing at us.
it's like you just please don't read the module, so like cheating.
Hello!
You call out. These.
I am
the
not a
guards
vampire.
Look down, and
We're not going away. You'll have to talk to us
They-
sooner or later.
they basically go. What do you want?
We would
The
like
Abbey.
we would like safe passage to the Abbey,
equality.
please.
There are
When do you want
no.
it?
There are no inns
Now.
here.
We don't want an inn. We want to go to the Abbey.
They talk amongst
They look confused.
amongst themselves.
Telling them the truth confuses them.
We have no hotels. We don't want a hotel. We want the Abbey.
Where are you going to sleep tonight? In a ditch.
In a ditch. We want the Abbey.
They talk and then the guard that spoke to you before turns back and says, "We are not prepared to let strangers within the walls of Crest."
Then why do you have a gate?
Let's let the hunters talk for us. They must know these people.
Yes. Do you know these people? Talk to them.
I have been to Crest a couple times. Usually quite friendly. Maybe I'll something spook them. I guess we could try and Yagini goes, "Oh."
And the response is?
And he looks back at you and like doesn't say anything. And then he goes,
Excellent.
Thank you for your efforts.
so it's
All is good then.
so Solza looks at Yagini, looks back at you and goes, "Riveting conversation." Excuse me. I listen. Looks up at the guard and goes, like looks at him and goes, we wish to see the Burgomaster Dmitri. Please bring him here. I might stop looking up at the roof and actually just talk.
No, speak to the crack. The crack wishes to be spoken.
We.
And
It's very much like something out of Doctor Who.
So we meet again, Doctor.
and so and then yeah. So then the guards go away for a bit, and Yevgeny goes,
I've broken my brain.
"Dmitri." and Solzar goes, "Listen," and he's talking to Yevgeny, and he goes, "Listen, we've talked to Dmitri before. It'll be fine. He'll let us in, and it's okay. We'll be all right." He says, "Dmitri knows us."
As soon as they let us in, we'll kill them all.
No. Then the guards soon return, and you see another man returns. He's slightly smaller than the others, but he wears like these gold chains.
Does he have a mutant arm?
Not that you can see from that.
Well, that's a good point in his favour.
And he looks down upon you guys. He says, "I'm Dmitry Kreskov. What do you want?" And then before you answer, he goes, "Solza, is that you?" And he goes, "Dmitry, we need to come." And Dmitry goes, "You owe me money." And Solza turns back to you, go, "Might be a slight problem."
How much money are we talking about?
Might be a bit. Don't know. We'll see what we can. How good that you. Let's bargain.
I come.
Go, bargain with them.
Ask them how much.
Ask the fleshies what they want.
Okay, so Solzar goes, Dmitri, we may, we have the money.
Can I break in at this point, because I'm thinking that this is a job for charisma.
This is a job for charisma.
Out of my way, vampire boy!
Right now I'm feeling like these guys have got charisma.
Okay.
Charisma.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
What I want to say is, I understand that you have a quarrel with these two gentlemen, and that is a serious matter. However, they are here in the employ of the village of, what's his name? The village of Valaki.
Oh, Barovia, that's so long ago.
I was going to say Stretsky for
They are here as
Sorry.
employees of the village of Valakia, and their task was to conduct us safe to the abbey. I understand that you have a disagreement with them. Could we please put that disagreement aside for the sake of this evening? We desperately have business that needs to be conducted in the abbey, and we would very much appreciate safe passage.
Okay, depends how you roll.
12 plus 15.
12 plus 15.
That'd be pretty good. That's
27 of your earth points.
Speaking of charisma, you know.
That's a very impressive proficiency.
No,
bonus.
15.
It's good, but is it good enough?
It is possible. Perhaps we could discuss inside what is the nature of your visit to Crest.
Maybe say that.
This noble gentleman.
Although Irina could talk, I guess.
You
good
were
idea.
quite willing
Go
to,
for it.
and remember, you have charisma as well, and
Have I got a character?
You have womany wiles.
You have a major character sheet.
Yes, here it is. It's over here.
Isn't she like a kid or something?
No,
No.
she's a grown
No,
woman in
she's
plate
not.
mail with a massive sword of doom and
She's
flaming
amazing.
red hair.
She's amazing. Oh my god, she has +4 charisma.
Jesus, why
Gee,
are
okay,
you,
righto.
why are you even here?
Because I didn't know.
Are you even here? What you say?
I didn't know about the
why are you
non-player
even
character.
here?
sorry.
Yeah, Eugenie goes.
We have a noble.
Go.
We have a noble druid who has
Gave his life for us.
who gave his life for the village of whatever it was that we just came from.
Can you start a
Barovia.
romance-
Valakia.
After he gets
Valaki.
resurrected, can he start a romance with himself?
Stop it.
That would be weird, but
Hang on,
good to
gave
record.
his life.
Shut
What
up.
are you doing? What?
It's called gilding the lily a little
Kinda
bit.
did
Yeah.
it, to be fair to him.
Look, Urban, is history ever really accurate?
No.
Exactly. Right.
We're
allow us.
seeking to bring him to the abbey
Where
Where-
he can be brought back to.
where he may be blessed.
Or shriven, as the case may be.
Stop it.
Okay,
shrivel.
Dimitri looks down and he turns back to his guards and he turns back upon and he says, "How did he die?"
How did he die?
You got hung.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of the context.
He
He
was
died
as
a
a
fool,
criminal.
he died adult, he died.
Shut up.
Smuggling victim,
He was-
as I recall.
He was
No.
murdered trying to rescue the.
He wasn't
Yes.
smuggling
He was
victim.
murdered trying to rescue the.
He
Yes.
sacrificed his life for another.
That's true, sort of, maybe.
No, it's absolutely true.
He saved the young
Young Burgermeister.
Burgermeister, Victor, who was taken over from his father.
Who's been assassinated by
Don't complicate things.
Isaac.
By dark forces.
So yeah, well, we know who he was, so or who he served.
Well, the Burgermeister here will know because he's the leader of a neighbouring town.
Yeah, but this is very new news. I'm sure it takes. A
It'll
while
come as a
to-
shock to know that he's dead and his son's taken charge, but that's kind of not the point.
The point is how he died. It was a glorious, noble death, and minstrels will sing about it forever.
The people,
They don't. This minstrel will.
the people of Valaki were assaulted by an undead horde, but the body of this saint, Carrick Fergus. I had to look up my own name there.
Are we all looking at each other in confusion?
You had to look up your own character
saint
name.
This
Do you-
wonderful, beautiful, perfect
you know-
man.
The right body.
Can you even conceive the amount of story I'm holding in my head? and characters, and you had to look up your own fucking name.
A joy to everyone.
God, I wish I had your burden, sir.
A comfort to everyone who knew him.
What's amazing?
What's his name?
Amazing. It's so amazing the amount of crap he remembers.
I know.
But
Yes, anyway, go
I'm
on.
getting to my point eventually.
Yes, please.
But
Please.
the holiness of his body protected the people from the undead. It's true, that's what we think happened.
I look under the thing and go,
Oh fuck, completely fucked my
It's
charisma.
still-
Why, what did you roll?
I rolled a 6 plus 4 is 10.
Oh, awesome. But you've regaled this story well.
Hasn't impressed anybody, but you regaled it.
So
Monkey
Dimitri's
monkey.
still looking down, and he's conferring with his guards, and he comes back and he says, I believe my guards have already told you, there is no inn here. Everybody in this town works for a living. They contribute to the town. And at this point, Solza turns to Pandi and he goes, the thing about Kresk is, yes, like farmland and like milk cows and cut wood and stuff. He says, if you provide service for the town, the burgomaster under Kresk law will be obliged to let you in and give you safe passage to the abbey and also accommodation.
They're Bolsheviks.
so they just want some money. Yeah?
Well,
No,
That's
I
they
think
a-
they
that's
want
a bit
service.
They want in
Crass.
kind. They want service in kind.
No, what they more want is
So we have to
there's
let them
no
into our city
freeloaders in Crest.
Yeah, yeah,
You
sure.
do something to get something.
Do you have any
Odd jobs.
sick
Financial
people
system.
we can provide succor and healing to?
No.
We send our sick people to the abbey for health and care.
Is there
That
anything?
sucks.
They don't-
I'm prepared to give a concert for free. Would that to your people to soothe this?
We-
No, not for free.
Work? No.
We will get something in
In
return.
return for passage, I would be very happy, most happy, to play some of the latest and greatest dwarf music.
We're
We
keeping that wrong.
have not.
Excellent, Kieran.
We have not had
Since
happiness
the old
within
times.
Kresk for
Since we killed the
a
last
while.
performer.
Then you poor people,
For being
allow
useless.
me to give you that.
We pickled them, they made nice sausage.
They were
Why are we even
parasites,
still
enemies of
discussing
the
this?
people.
You need me.
Okay, roll.
They provide service.
13.
Okay. He is interested. He goes back to his. He comes back to his guards. You see more people have gathered up at the top, so more of like his officials or whatever. And he's like explaining like he's talking to them and stuff like that. And then he says,
Will he go through them
Our-
and explain what all they do?
no.
The rest of us are interpreted.
He
then, it's
says, as you can see, our walls are quite secure. We are fairly well protected in Kresk, and this town can definitely offer you protection. What we are worried about, which you may be of service to us, is it looks like you can travel these lands.
Yeah.
We, like so many other towns in the area, require a shipment of wine.
We are an invincible bulldozer of doom. This is a great coincidence.
We would be able to provide you accommodation and safe transport to the abbey in exchange for securing our wine
We have to
supply.
get the wine first before they'll let us in.
It's the princess is in another castle, man. So
I
yeah.
think it's on the way anyway.
Well,
What's on
The
the list?
Wizards of Wine, isn't it?
It's further on.
it's further
Yeah.
on because
He's-
it can't
he's
possibly
saying-
be on the way because we've just been
So
on the way.
On the
Yeah. And we didn't
No,
pass
it's
it.
continued
Yeah,
on. No, you didn't
yeah.
pass it, so it's still a bit
Yes.
further on. So
Oh, you're saying that Kraz is good.
so Solzar.
Krez
Sol-
is on the way to
It's
Wizards
not
of Wine.
like we have to go off somewhere
Yeah,
else,
yeah.
and then
No.
it's kind of like in the same. Yeah.
Solzar turns to the party and he goes, "This we were going anyway. Like this could be good.
Yes,
we
let's
pick
do
up
it. Let's get
shipment
drunk.
for them. We pick up shipment for Blackie. We have to head back this way.
Yep,
Anyway,
Yep.
could
If
be
we-
good deal.
If we can persuade them to take Carrick Fergus's body, actually, do we want to?
No,
do
no,
that?
keep counting.
No, anything
Oh,
can
it's the
happen.
mayor.
while we
Irena's
go.
going, no, you will take him from me. She was crying over his body before. It's like, what's going on here? That's what I was thinking.
The romance that will scream 1,000 screams.
I will sing of it.
If they don't take money, how does the trapper guy owe their mother money?
What are you saying?
That's from
I'm
Doom.
singing.
No, it didn't say they don't take money. That
What's
they
it from Doom?
they're basically urban.
That's when they're cutting
They
everyone's
say
throats.
that
I know,
there
no.
are no.
It's
What's the
throat
word?
singing.
Everybody does something in Crest. There's no freeloading.
They're both. They're
in
communists. Urban.
It's a
except-
communist
No, they aren't. They take money.
So he's
Some
either
sort of violence
like
in their
I
own
mean, the
system.
mayor will get paid for what
Well,
he
you
does.
bribe them to open the door and let us in.
We don't
So-
have to bribe them. We just have to pay them.
So he's probably he probably owes them, money for food, or cattle, or whatever that he's taken from them previously, and he hasn't paid them back for that.
Let's
So
just
what
go
did
with
he
their
do to
barter
get in?
economy. This is fine. Barter economy
They're
is fine.
bullshit.
A service for them.
They're bolshies.
They want.
Um,
Our
Do-
our goal is the happiness of all mankind.
do you agree? Do you agree to our terms?
My goal is to get wine for.
We'll
Yes,
give
the happiness
you
of all
passage to
mankind.
the Abbey. You may stay within our community
That's a Chernobyl reference if you haven't worked it out.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Does the
exactly.
Abbey-
as
Did he
long
say-
as later on you deliver
Abbey get
the
any
wine
say in
for
it?
us.
So we can come in now.
Yes.
I'm amazed they haven't
I would
hung
be
them.
okay with that.
It
They're
is. It
parasites
is
of the
unsafe to
nation.
keep travelling, but it's up to you.
They're saying we can come in
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
and
Let's come in
it would
now.
certainly be easier for us to go.
Because
I'm
then we
imagining
can
fulfill
then we
your
can
crest.
resurrect Dave's
Sorry,
character.
I mean,
and
imagine
having
your
played
character
the
walking
game.
over to the wagon, lifting up a blanket. Go, they're saying we can come in now to the corpse. Do you think we should go in?
Soon my creature will rise.
Dimitri looks at it and he goes, "Fine, we will open the gate, but beforehand, safety of the village is paramount. We will check the body for bite marks."
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't think you actually got bitten.
No, I got
No,
hung.
he did not.
That's right, you got hung. You're so lucky.
Do you agree to these terms?
Yes.
Alright, so the guards, is the great doors open, a couple of guards.
The
come out.
girl bursts into tears again.
Unless Karina made out with him beforehand.
Do you mean Irina?
Burina.
The guards come out. I mean, they're just carrying their
Oldenburg?
spears.
You mean
They look
beep
quite.
beep, Marina?
They look quite suspicious at you, and the guards look at all of you and go, "Please move back just a bit."
I called the gun to stab you and set fire to you.
Yeah, I'm dead already.
They kind of drop it down, and then there is, so that they move clothing down. They look quite carefully around it, but apart from like giant sort of red welt around your neck,
how did
there are
that
no.
get
Yeah, there are no. Like as one of the guards turns to the party and goes, "Looks like he was hung, like you said."
Yeah, we were trying to tenderize him.
Stop it.
He was murdered. It was brutal.
He wasn't murdered, he was justly executed.
Shut up.
And then,
Breaking the
and
law.
then he says, and then the other guard says, "Please follow us inside."
Okay.
Okay.
Don't move in.
Who put these sprigs of rosemary?
It's probably a good thing we didn't try to bullcrap them, isn't it?
Too much.
The mist-shrouded village beyond the wall is nothing more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between stands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees, in fact, as to constitute a forest. I don't know why they put that in there. To the northeast,
A forest
grey
inside the
cliffs
house, inside.
rise sharply, and the road winding up to the abbey is easy to see from this vantage.
I'm going to use turnips as a currency.
Yeah. I'd use turnips as a currency
As you walk along the road, they're leading you along along one of the roads. You can see that that the villagers some are tending to vegetables, or they're cutting wood to probably heat their homes. You see chickens and pigs, and you see people exchanging food. You notice that there are only a few villagers that maybe from what you've seen have cows or mules, but you don't come across an inn or a tavern.
No. Or any place that looks vaguely decent.
Or any place, anybody that looks like they're smiling.
There's some good filth over here, Derek.
We're still in a collective, yes. Now collecting their filth.
Who are those scum? They look like adventurers because they're not covered in filth.
That's right. They will after they've spent the night in the ditch.
Take that, you aristocrats.
So, you walk along.
They're not
by
gonna
this time,
appreciate this wine.
Dimitri has come down, and
That's the only thing they've got to give them any joy whatsoever.
and he comes up to the party, and he says, "Please, I hope you haven't found me rude at all. I'm very cautious of who I let into my city."
No, it's perfectly understandable.
After you say that, you
Don't
hear...
look too intense.
You wouldn't want to let a vampire in you after all, would you?
Or a necromancer.
Um,
Or an undead freak.
he looks at you of kind of like, why would you even suggest such a thing? It is like the most horrible thought sort of possible, and kind of just ignores it.
You would steal a policeman's helmet.
No, we wouldn't do a crack
Or
in
his
it.
gun.
After
And
you
then give
say
it to
that,
his widow.
you hear the bell tolling again. Nobody else reacts to it or anything. Everybody just goes about their
Kresk
their
is the
regular-
fun capital of the area, really, isn't it? Very obvious.
I love it here.
Shut up, you're dead.
Actually, I think it's the most cheery place you've been in.
This is
This is
the
Ravenloft.
garden state of
This is-
Ravenloft.
This is beautiful. It's safe and inviting
And cheerful.
and cheering. And the
Yeah.
Burgermeister isn't obviously a madman. Yeah, it's just
No, he's just going to guillotine us all later on for being enemies of the people.
And so far, we haven't encountered any sign of cannibalism.
Granted, we've only been here for 5 minutes.
Why is nobody reckoning to the church bells?
maybe it's just telling the time.
Why are the church bells just telling the time?
They go off from time to time.
Oh, just
Some-
at random.
Some days more than other.
Well, it's
Wow, yeah.
no Chipwell.
Let me guess, the church bells indicate that some villager has met an untimely end. I didn't say that.
No, the abbot is a ghoul and he doesn't have any sense of time, so he just wanders over and does it out of habit.
The abbot has a habit.
The abbot has a habit.
He eats rabbit.
Anyway, can we continue on? God, I think I'm going to make it, and I'll be more awake next time, I promise.
No, it's cool.
So, as you walk along, the Burgomaster turns to you and he says, usually about once a month, our wagon load of wine arrives from the Wizard of Wines, although for the past few months we have not received a delivery. The people of Kresk are too worried about being attacked by wolves or dire wolves or werewolves or
Wolvie wolves.
to even think of leaving
Wereweasels.
Kresk.
How do you normally pay for this wine?
We
Give
pay
you
in
bonus.
gold.
Where do you get your gold from? Because if you just do this continuously, you'll run out.
We sell meat and we sell
To other
wood
villages and places, they have an economy.
We sell wine and charcoal to each other. And then we talk about the good times in Lutetia.
Money mysteriously appears from nowhere every so often.
No. So they trade with other.
He just
other,
told you
Yeah,
why,
yeah.
weirdo.
Yeah, he looks at you like you're a complete twit. Well, okay, let me explain the concept of an economic system to you.
Ah, excellent, at last!
Gotta say, I
Now I will have the economic power.
I avoided economics and business studies like the plague throughout high school and university. I know nothing about it. I have a certain peculiar pride in that.
But where does the meat come from?
Exactly, it's just magic. At the end of the day, it's numbers we made up, really.
Meat numbers. Anyway,
Barthen's real though.
so we head for the cathedral, or does he give us
You're
somewhere to
heading. Yeah.
We're heading for the cathedral.
He says, I can. Says some of you are welcome to stay at my house. I have a fairly large house, and he points this way, and it is this massive sort of mansion compared to the small houses.
This will be a Kremlin.
Not all of you. We won't have room for all of you, and my wife is quite upset at the moment. Our last son recently passed away the last few days. Earlier.
Oh dear. The last. Oh dear.
He died of an illness that we haven't been able to determine.
Sounds like a mini adventure.
She's quite upset.
It won't be a vampire because they checked for that.
He was the last of our 4 children. Our wife and I are too old to have any more, so she is quite distraught at the moment.
Are your the abbot? I've been led to believe the abbot excels at resurrecting the dead.
It is rumoured that he can. Occasionally, the abbot visits the town. He but not often. We don't often see him.
Would you not ask him to do this thing?
We could. I was thinking of, the next time that he visited the shrine to the Morning Lord, that
How
that
far
he
is
would-
this abbot?
He's up the mountain.
He's up the
Oh,
mountainside.
okay.
That I might ask him about whether he could. My wife, in fact, believes, as you do,
So
that he
across
would
the
be able
street.
to resurrect Elia. But I'm not so sure.
Our errand takes us to the abbot.
Mhm.
It can do no harm to ask. I will ask on your behalf.
Thank you.
Maybe we could
I
take
would
his body
appreciate
with
that.
us as well.
We've only got room for one body here.
I wouldn't be taking anybody else's body around. That seems weird.
Says the body. I shake my head and slap the body again. He keeps talking.
There are some within the town, not me. There are some within the town that believe that the abbot is a servant of Strahd, or perhaps even Strahd in disguise. I
That
believe
could
it
not
is.
possibly be.
It is just, or a vampire.
Or a vampire.
Completely mad.
This could not be true.
Yes, it
What's
is.
the worst case scenario?
There'll be something. There'll be something. We'll go up there and there'll be something wrong because it's Raven.
It's way too easy.
Because it's
The place is named after something that I vaguely recall as being pretty horrendous. So, yeah, let's go up there and find out what the horror show is.
yeah. You got. What did Lucian tell you? Told you that.
Let's cover
it was
ourselves with
named,
honey until the had people that come and eat us.
Basically.
Named the
Macop or something.
Named after the Saint Markovia.
yes, Saint Markovia.
But that's also the name
And the
of
Saint
an island.
Markovia, so the abbey was a hospital and a convent back in its absolute heyday, and a place of healing and light and goodness within the realm, where it was like the main hospital, for one of the better.
Yep.
So,
In the medieval sense of a hospital.
there you go.
Yeah.
Some people in Kresk trust the abbey and the hospital. Others are a bit dubious.
There you go.
When we raise you, you'll have like faults inside of your.
And all I can say is,
As he's
We'll
walking
teach you
along,
to speak.
when
and
he
dance.
talks,
But he can still turn into a squirrel
when he
with a bolted stick.
when he talks of the abbot, and then he points, and
mocked
when he
me, sir.
mentioned that the abbot sometimes visits the town, he points over in that direction, and that you can see that there is a statue over there, and it's standing over a pool, and it has its arms stretched out like this, and he refers to that as the place where the abbot usually comes.
Is this a statue of a woman or a man?
Statue of a man.
A man, okay. Because I thought saying what's
Is
the
it on
face
a
of
horse?
woman?
And
No.
is its face the wrong way around?
Is what? Is sorry?
I thought Saint of
Macovia.
Macovia. I thought she was a woman. She's
Oh,
a
it is a
woman.
woman,
But the
sorry.
statue's a man.
Statue is
Okay.
a man.
How's he dressed?
It's you can't really see from here, but you could go over and if you wanted to go over.
I
and examine.
definitely
I'll
want to
totally
go
go
over
over
there
there.
and have a look. Check
Irina
this
will go
out.
over there.
And you want to go? So you break off from that now, or are you still following him to his?
Oh, we're
place?
supposed to be following him. No, we better follow him. That's how.
Okay.
That's
All
out
right.
of
So
politeness.
you lead. He leads you over to his house. You'll find the statue easy. It's almost.
Check it out next day.
Yeah. He leads you into the house and he says, "Please, so some of you could stay here. I'll find other accommodations for other of you with the villagers. I have some people that don't mind visitors, so
Yeah,
they'll
sure.
quite happily look after you and
And
feed you.
Irina should definitely
Perhaps
stay at the-
if you could do some things for them, some simple tasks like chop some wood
Oh,
for
yeah,
them, and
yeah,
help
yeah.
out around,
Yeah, yeah.
then they won't mind you being staying
Yeah,
with them."
Sounds cool. Chopping the wood.
You go into the house. It's quite a large cottage. Although it doesn't have a second floor, it does have a basement to it. You can when you go in, you get sort of a sense, not so much of dread, but of unease. And he sort of says, "My wife is in the room. She refuses to let my son be moved.
Oh, this is going to be like the orphanage.
We are trying to encourage her to return him, but she's insisting he is just sick and he will get better. So I have left her for the moment. He passed a couple of days ago. We will give her some time."
Jono, you should say stay at this place.
I've already done that. And
Hang on. Pete says, "Jono, hello, bus. And welcome, Jono." Possibly not, but it just sort of felt like that. "Jono, this looks weird and eerie and something bad could happen. You should stay here. I'm going to go pluck some chickens over in some other smaller
In
house."
some peasant's hut. Here we go.
I'll stay here too, but I'm thinking Jono's kind of the expert for this.
No,
sort of
I'm the
thing.
expert in avoiding shifty abbots stealing the body to use as a human shield.
We've avoided that danger.
We have a neck woman.
Besides, don't we have the body with us at the thingy?
I will never rest until I've avenged my brother's murder. You have my sword. You have my axe.
Yeah.
And my bow. And the necromancer says you have your
perception
brother.
Can you roll a perception check?
Perception.
It's just for urban.
Urban.
Just,
Oh.
Oh.
just for urban.
Oh, I should do a thing before I forget.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
I assume this is Irina.
Modifier.
No, this is urban.
Urban.
Oh, sorry.
What do you get?
No, this is real life.
Oh, okay. I forgot to go to the toilet.
In real life.
That's a problem when you do that.
I had a boy in my class who was like, he was trying to explain to me, like, somebody had said something and whatever, and like, I'm looking at him like, I just need more information, and he went, "It happened in real life." That's his justification for the truth.
21, did you say?
Okay, you notice as you're walking through the house, you notice that out the back of the cottage, outside sort of what would be in a backyard area, either 4 dug up graves or 4 graves that are awaiting someone to be put, or some people to be put in them.
So they haven't buried them yet.
How long was it?
Yeah.
How long ago
Sorry
did-
for prying, but yeah, you
How-
can ask.
How long ago did the first of your four sons die?
A few months ago.
We couldn't help notice, but your graves appeared not to have been filled yet.
This is my wife's concern and problem. She refuses to bury my son because the other
Don't take any showers.
the other bodies of our children have been stolen.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
It sounds like there's some non-union necromancy going on around here.
Bolts in the neck. Bolts.
Flesh golem making possibly.
Oh my god.
You're coming back as a happy man.
unlicensed resurrectionists.
Do you know anything about this?
I had to use a few spare parts
No,
to put it back
not
together.
I have certain darker guesses.
Why do I have the arms of a
Totally
5-year-old?
I look over at the necromancer who's nodding grimly. Yes,
He does not approve.
It would have been easy
This
to have
sort of thing
Saxon
happens.
raising.
What? Sorry, Urban, you got 21?
That's what
Okay. So as you hear this and you hear the information, you sort of look around, and from the windows of the cottage that you're in, you can also see into other people's backyards, and
Oh,
you see a
God.
couple of the same things. There are some graves that are intact, and some that are not.
So they were buried and then dug up.
That's what he thinks. With his 21, I'll give it that.
God, what's that movie where they're digging up all the graves?
Most
Anything by George Romero? Yeah.
It's got a tall, thin man in it.
Most of them.
Yes, basically.
Phantasm. You should
That's
never
it,
trust
Phantasm.
a tall, thin man.
Phantasm, that's it.
Has that got Doug Jones in it?
I have no idea. It's creepy as all.
Whenever they need a tall, thin guy to fit into a creepy costume, he's your man.
Okay.
I think they end up doing like 3 or 4 of those movies, but yeah.
There's rarely anything scary about a short fat man.
Thanks for that.
You're not short.
There's something terrifying about a gigantic fat man.
I said short fat man.
I will go and secure accommodations for the others. 4 of you may stay here.
I think you, and Saxon should be at least 3 of these.
Where's
two.
Irina going?
Yeah, Irina should be here too.
And where's Fergus's lifeless corpse hanging out?
Well, he doesn't need accommodation.
Oh, you're just gonna leave him in the street?
Well,
There's a small problem
In the
of
village
bodies
where all the
being...
bodies are being stolen? Are you a fucking idiot?
What could possibly go
well, I
wrong?
figured we could say, but I don't know. My brain shut down when I heard every other place had been robbed.
Hang on, have all of you been watching the cart? Should we?
He's already gone. We've missed our opportunity. Jono, aren't you supposed to be sitting on the corpse?
I was sitting
Bait?
guarding the corpse when there was a shifty-looking church guy.
That was the best you're going to leave him? In the
Mate.
street? On the
No.
cart? Where all the bodies are being stolen?
Free body.
Fucking idiots.
Free body. Come here.
Oh, that was good.
Free body.
I tell you one thing, we could probably catch whoever's stealing the bodies by just keeping an
We've
eye on
got
the
bait.
cart.
You've got
Bait.
bait.
Meat bait.
Meat bait.
Space.
Wow.
It's traditional.
Wow,
in this
his
group
body's
to
come
do
to this. We're going to use him as meat bait.
Meat bait.
Oh,
Oh
dear.
wow! I was just looking up the plot of Phantasm, and I'm thinking, wow, that goes bad from the start, doesn't it?
I've never seen it.
It's
Don't think you're missing a lot.
it's frightening though. But it's a silly movie, but it's frightening.
Okay, maybe I'll have to have a look at it. Who's in it? Anyone important?
I have no idea who's in it.
Okay,
A
good.
cast of cut-price actors.
Okay, fantastic.
Honestly, not one person I've ever heard of.
All right, so you've decided. So who's staying at?
Jono, me.
I'll guard the
Keep
body.
note where everybody
I'll
is.
guard the body.
He'll guard the body. He's out
By
on
Where's
the
the
street.
body
myself.
staying?
By himself.
Where's the body staying? What are you doing with the body?
What are we doing with the body?
Okay,
In
so
the
hang on.
street.
In
Hang
the
on.
street.
You're just going to leave the body in the street, okay?
With
No,
me
we're not
guarding.
going to.
He's guarding the body.
You're going to sleep in the street.
He's
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm
Okay.
guarding.
Oh, you're with the body at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
guarding the body.
Everybody needs somebody.
Everybody.
You know, if you get murdered, scream and we'll come get you.
Yeah, that's right.
Need somebody.
Uh,
Maybe we should all like
Someone
watch
will.
from the shadows or something.
so staying at the burger is you're going to have Irina.
The Burgomaster said he could put
Who
up
else?
4 people. We're going to be sitting
Yep.
in the rooms of his dead kids, aren't we?
Go on.
Oh yeah, cool.
Irina. Who else is staying there?
Okay, Irina, Jono, me, and I assume Saxon.
Okay.
That sounds like the optimum group to have to rush out into the street panicking like crazy. We're all the dudes.
Okay. All right. And then
Experts in death.
Need to put down cockroach baits. Just find
Well,
So
Irina's
who else
not
is there?
death.
So we still need a place for Urban. And Urban, who's Urban staying there?
The chop wood guy. Is Mark the Lesser with us or is he dead? No, the other guy is dead, so Ismark the Lesser is with us.
He's with us.
So he
hang
go,
on.
He
Isn't
can
he Irina's brother?
Yeah.
Yes, he can chop wood as well.
Okay, so Urban and Ismark.
He'll just go with whatever we say. He's like.
I just
one of-
thought he might need to be
he's-
with Irina.
He's
I don't know.
soppy.
I
He's a
thought he-
soppy
I thought he
man.
might
No,
be
that's
with
it.
Okay,
That has a
and
good point. The brother and sister might want to stay together.
Saxon, you're going to be with Ray.
God, am I going to have a third chocolate? My God,
Okay.
everything will go wrong. No, stop it, David. Stop.
Stop it, David.
Stop.
Stop it, and Pete's going to take those home, so you'll be fine.
No, I'm not taking it home.
What?
I can't take that home. I'm on a diet.
Peter's on a diet as well.
Damn it.
I've lost 9 kilos. I'm preparing for Christmas.
Put him back on. Put him back on for Christmas.
Okay. So the
Grow that
way,
fungus.
I could take them to work, maybe.
so the way it's going to be in the Burgomaster's place is going to be Irina, Jono's character, Pete's character, and Saxon. In another one of the smaller commoners' huts will be Urban and Ismark, and then in another one will be Saxon and Ray because they're not as big. They can't take as many people.
This is so going to be a ghoul attack.
Sorry,
We can sleep under the
did
car.
my name get mentioned twice in that list?
Oh, you did too. Ray, you by yourself.
Cool.
We could have had 2 Saxons.
I'm
if
not
you
by
hadn't said
myself.
Something.
You're with the body.
I have a body. I have somebody.
Someone to keep warm at night.
What?
Yes, I haven't. I'm nowhere near
Okay.
getting the clone spell yet.
The Burgomaster says to the others, to Urban and Ismark and Ray, I will take you and I will speak to people and ask them to let you stay.
How many times do you cast that clone spell?
It's 9th
So-
level. We're nowhere near casting it.
Yeah, but once you have it, how many times? Is it once a day or something?
Oh,
He goes off with Urban,
But if you
Ismark,
clone
and Ray.
yourself, then do you have another spell?
Guys, we're
Oh,
nearly
yeah,
we're
you
nearly
just go-
we're nearly up with time. So let's go.
It's like Mickey Mouse.
So
Yes.
Irina, Jono, Pete, and Saxon, you are in the Burgomaster's house
Yes.
and he's left with the others to get them accommodation. What do you wish to do?
We're sharing the rooms. I assume the bodies aren't in the rooms with us, or am I incorrect in this assumption?
No, 3 of them have been stolen.
Oh, that's right. The bodies have been stolen. So only one of us is asleep with the corpse.
Yeah, we didn't know don't need anymore.
Actually, he hasn't mentioned yet where you'll be sleeping, but
It's just we've heard that there were spots for 4 people, and he's got 4 dead sons. So we were
We
thinking
made the logical assumption.
there's a logical jump to be made here.
sure. And there's also the basement.
We can sleep in the basement. Excellent.
What's the bet that the body is sleeping in the basement right now?
Excellent. We will be in the basement with the body. Excellent.
Someone else's.
I couldn't
Keep
plan
kicking
it
at the moment, Ray. Sorry.
My stuff is still in the bag.
All right. Anything you wish to do while he's gone? You can hear.
We
Let's
can cut
say.
the body up into steaks,
I'm just gonna hear it.
and then we'll dispose of it. And then the problem will go away.
Because it's replaced by a different problem.
Saxon, you hear a woman in prayer from the next room.
Okay. We'll work on the assumption that it's the
mother.
Burgomaster's wife praying for the body of the son.
Me a Arcana check.
Okay.
Praying to
Now my modifier is 6, so okay, total of 11.
Okay. You can't make out all the words, but you think she is praying for healing.
That would be consistent with the story which the Burgomaster passed on to us.
Excuse me.
But she's very quiet, and the door is closed.
Tell you what, I love this village. It's a really good place to hang out.
It's the garden spot of Ravenloft, I bet.
Yeah, that's right. The gun spot. People pick up guns.
Certainly the soil's been turned over a fair bit.
Great place for growing poppies.
And dead people. Dead people is a thriving industry in this town.
All right. What do you wish to do now? Anything while he's away? You see him walk away in the distance with the other people of the party.
I look around. What does this place look like, I suppose?
Well, look, in terms of housing, it's definitely the biggest place that you've seen. It has more than 4 rooms, but it is single level, and you can see some stairs that go down into the basement. It's a fairly large place. There's a kitchen area, fire lit, and something is cooking on the stove.
Let's check the basement for secret passages.
Yeah, good idea. Have that.
Okay.
Because the basement has a basement. I don't know. Basement.
I
What do
bet there's
need to
going
roll?
to be a dead kid with a mum's praying.
Well, that's not going to be a secret passage, but yeah, what do I have to roll? Spot hidden or something?
Yeah, search roll. So, or investigation. What do
Investigation.
you got?
Investigation 0. It must be investigation.
Excuse me.
16.
Okay, 16. You can see this area is usually used as a wine cellar, but there are no bottles down here at the
That
moment.
makes sense.
Also consistent with their story.
No passages? Okay.
That problem with secret doors is you don't know if you've found one yet.
I know.
Yeah, no, you haven't found any secret
John,
doors.
is your character a dwarf?
Yes, my character is a dwarf, yes.
Can you search for secret passages?
Let's have a look. What would be used for that?
I used investigation.
Investigation, I've got a +1. But
That's better than me.
Well, I will roll on investigation. So I have to try.
Bonus.
Do you get a special dwarf bonus?
You do.
Do you get a special human bonus? Or a special...
I have a weird idea. At one point, you had a special like engineering or something.
dark vision.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but this isn't particularly dark.
No.
In my game, Jono was also playing a dwarf. Wasn't he?
No, that was
No, that was.
Well, you just
Um,
rolled a 20.
I just rolled a natural
I
3.
think it's moved, so that's 21.
You do not find a secret.
I think we can safely assume there isn't one.
Nah, there's definitely one. You have to try again.
Okay, we'll start digging 6 feet
My,
down randomly.
I'm not trying to alarm you, but my eyes kind of glowed for a moment there.
Yes. Yeah.
I found an ant's nest.
I don't. There is no sign.
Kilometers away.
There are no signs of traps or trapdoors or anything. But the house three doors down the road has a rodent problem.
Okay. All right. I think actually we're approaching 10 o'clock. We might just leave it. We might leave it there.
In that lovely cheerful place we call
yeah.
Crest.
In the cheerful place we call Crest. Unless there's anything in particular that you
What do you
wanna
mean
do
nice?
next
This
time.
is a horror show. This is the worst place we've been to.
Even worse than the place with the pies.
Yes!
What was with the pies again?
We believe they I believe all children were part of the
children.
ingredient. He still has one. Hey, he's dead. He can't stop us taking his pie.
Surely I got rid of that. Why did I hang on to
You've
that?
never said you threw it away. I
I gave the
his
pie a decent burial.
I have his pie now. No,
Is
I'm
it because-
writing it down.
Is it because there's children in it? No, it's just 'cause it was just an awful pie.
Where do I write
There we go.
this? There,
So when are we
pie.
meeting up again?
One pie.
Let me have a look at the diary.
Who's around in 2 weeks' time?
I am.
Would you like to come over to my new place to
Your
play
new
games?
digs, possibly.
Look, I might be away, but let me see.
I'll be away more.
I know
like-
I
you're
have
away
a
in
slight thing that I might be away, but given the COVID situation, it'll probably all be cancelled.
Yeah, look. Yeah, assuming I can leave Sydney, I'll be away in 2 weeks.
We might be completely free within New South Wales. It's just that no other state will have a bar of us.
I'm thinking in terms of.
Oh, I might be. back.
I was just going to say it's probably irrational for any other state to
What's
block
the
us
date in
out,
2 weeks' time?
but that would not actually necessarily stop them from blocking us out.
That's
I'm actually not thinking
Maybe I
it's
had the wrong
irrational
date.
at this stage, given how gung-ho we're being about it, how cavalier we're being about it. I actually think it's actually
Well,
starting to make the other states look sane, which is saying a lot.
It's the 15th of December today, and 2 weeks hence will be the 29th of December.
29th at Ray.
Just after
assuming
Christmas.
they don't ban or travel.
Yeah. So it's,
29th
If they're going to ban
yeah,
travel,
it'll
it'll be
29th.
banning
Well,
anyone
if
who's
you're-
unvaccinated.
Well, there
there's
was a point-
there's a
I
chance I
couldn't
might be back by then.
Business day.
Okay. Well, if you can't travel or you are back, should we continue with this and just play here?
Assuming
on the
we're allowed to,
29th?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
assuming we're
well,
allowed
just
to.
yeah, I guess I can just
Or
confirm.
otherwise,
I can confirm close to
If
the
you're
date.
away,
whether
maybe
I-
we could do something at
Yeah.
your place.
Well,
Yeah.
even if we keep continuing, I would like to go to my place.
Yeah, we
because-
should do it at Ray's place, unless that's too far for you.
It's like holidays.
Makes a
I don't think
change.
I'm the
Ray
one.
wants to show off his house.
Yes,
Sure,
I want to
okay.
show off my house.
I won't
Well-
have to wash up all your cups for a change.
What?
And we
We
can
were
sit
still gonna
under
let
the
you.
new dining room light and Peter can bang his head on it.
It's my specialty. It's
Not because
party
it's
trick
not because it's
like
likely
that.
to hit him, just because he enjoys
Okay.
doing it.
Peter. It's Peter. Do we need to say
Well,
more?
But Saxon, presumably you won't be
I
around.
will not be
Yeah.
coming back until the 8th of January. So
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll do the next one.
Why don't we just plan to do something else until sex is back?
Yeah, that's probably polite.
We could. Who's actually working?
Not me.
29.
I'm away on
I'm
the-
weirdly
We could
enough
play-
not working.
We could play Axis and Allies
Ooh.
for an extended period.
On the 29th. Yeah. Okay. I could probably do something.
I do have some degree of limitation because the following morning we've probably got church elders meeting.
Yeah, but
Australia.
when I say extended period, I don't mean late. I mean early.
Yeah, and then our
Right,
next
yes.
one. So
Yes.
hang on, by our
With pizza.
timetable.
Pizza.
So if we meet at Ray's on the 29th, the next one would be the 12th.
Would it be the World War I one?
But
Oh, cool.
I'm going to be away the 12th. assuming I can get to Coffs Harbour. Would I still be allowed to get to Coffs Harbour?
You have to remember how to play.
Unless they seal off Sydney, which has
Reasonably
happened before.
Yeah.
It's got the
But
everything.
the point I'm making is I don't
Set
see
out.
that
It has
there's
little
a
cards
great
that
deal
tell you
of
what to
Yeah,
utility to
yeah.
that.
It's
That's
just
an important thing in games.
The
It's little
next
cards
one,
that tell you
State borders are much more likely to be.
Any game that has a card that
Even
tells you what
there,
to
there's
do,
not a lot of utility.
has
There's a lot of
thought
votes.
about
There's a
what
lot of
you're
votes to be
supposed
gained
to
in
do.
doing it.
instead of
Next one will
having
be
to have a
Australia
big
Day.
encyclopedia.
And because that's a public holiday, I'm not
1,000
sure.
exceptions.
What's happening?
So this
Yeah.
game comes boxed with 5 encyclopedias.
So then-
One for each player.
It'll probably be the 9th
And then
of
at the end of the
February.
game, the person who owns
Before
the game
we
says,
actually
"Oh, I forgot to tell you about
play
this
again."
bit here, so I won."
Well, that's
yes,
alright.
that's the one.
I don't
I
know.
don't mind.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ha ha ha
sort of
ha! You've fallen into my
on the
trap.
way and then
And I
there's
reveal
there's
the
public
random
holiday
rule
and
that
I'm not
means
sure
that
if
I've
we're
won.
doing anything
Why
on
won't
public
you play
holiday.
with me ever again?
Except I know I'm going to my new school the very next day anyway. Well, I would have already been there 2 days, and then, that day, and then.
I would actually.
Very next
First day,
day, take it away.
Thankfully, that's not the real
Yes,
land version.
here to save me from tears. I'll still keep it for somebody special.
I'll send it to someone.
Have you ever? Somebody put on the internet.
I gave you my heart.
Vamstein. The
Bad face.
du hast Christmas.